Good morning to all the participants. We are starting our program within 2 minutes.
Vivek.
Vivek sir has joined and now you can initiate. Dr. M. K. Verma sir has
Good
joined.
morning, Dr.
Good morning, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Prakash ji.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Verma ji.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, Jigar?
Yes, good morning, sir. We are starting.
Yeah. Sir has joined and now you can initiate. Dr. M. K. Verma sir has joined.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Okay. A very good morning to everyone. I'm Gautami Shivaswamy, Secretary, National Career Guidance and Placement Cell of All India Agriculture Students Association. I warmly welcome the chief guests, respected dignitaries, speakers, and participants to the National Workshop on Career Counselling and Opportunities for Agriculture and Allied Graduates organized by AIASA. Our former Prime Minister Shri Jawaharlal Nehru, listening to a farmer, once said that everything can wait but not agriculture. So we can say agriculture is the soul and backbone of human civilization. First and foremost, agriculture plays a crucial role in addressing the most important basic human need, that is food security. To feed the ever-expanding population of the world, a thriving agriculture sector is a must. Furthermore, agriculture is not just about the food. Currently, the share of agriculture in GDP is nearly 20%, and it is an engine of economic growth, providing employment opportunities to many, and also it is the driving force of rural development. And agriculture also intersects with 17 SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals, which is given by United Nations in the year 2015 as a part of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And some of the goals that deals with agriculture are no poverty goal, zero hunger goal, climate action goal, a life on land goal, etc. And agriculture plays a crucial role in achieving these sustainable development goals. But science students who pass out their pre-university education or 10+2 education are very timid about carrying out their careers in agriculture or allied subjects. And this might be because of lack of knowledge, or maybe because of lack of awareness about the career development and job opportunities in our agriculture sector. But gone are the days when the agriculture was solely dependent on traditional farming practices. But today it has transformed itself into a dynamic and technologically advanced sector, which is offering n number of opportunities, and it is also offering diverse range of career paths. It might be in academics or in research or maybe in teaching or in extension. And also if you want to carry out your career as an entrepreneur, the agriculture sector has n number of ways to it. Thus, I hope this workshop helps our agri and allied graduates to have a clear-cut thinking about shaping their career in this and in their respective sectors. And with this, now I would like to invite National President of AIASA, Mr. Vivek Saurabh, to speak a few words about this event.
Thank you, Gautami. Honorable Dr. M. K. Verma, sir, Director, ICR CITH Srinagar, our speaker, and organizer committee members, and the attendees. A very good morning to all of you. It is an honor to speak before you. As some new members have joined AIASA, I want to introduce about AIASA in brief. AIASA is a professional organization of present and former students in the field of agriculture and allied subjects. The association was formally launched on 2011 by the Honorable Union Minister of State for Agriculture. AIASA envisions a common platform for agriculturists, technocrats, and bureaucrats to collaborate and work together for the betterment of Indian agriculture. Our vision is to promote the application of science in agriculture, which is often left back. We firmly believe that by placing the right person in the right place, we can revolutionize the agriculture sector. AIASA advocates for the resolving a long pending issue, including the creation of All India Cadre of Indian Agriculture Service to envision the appointment of qualified individuals, the establishment of Indian Agriculture Council of India for accrediting agriculture education and granting professional status to the agriculture sector on par with other professionals. These endeavors aim to provide better job opportunities and career advancement for all those individuals in agriculture. At present, AIASA has more than 60,000 registered members, and AIASA is continuously working for their welfare and resolving their problems with all our units and chapters. As we gather here today, we find ourselves in a significant period. Many students are completing their degree on new journey filled with uncertainty and the questions. We have received numerous questions regarding the admission, accreditation, job opportunities, and higher education at both at national and international level. In response, we have organized this workshop with experts from different fields who will address these concerns. I am confident that our esteemed speaker will provide insight and invaluable knowledge in their respective area of expertise, offering great benefits to our students. Upon reviewing the question, it became evident that many inquiries revolving around the opportunities in abroad. While Dr. Prakash Jha will cover this topic, I would also like to draw your attention to the upcoming webinar of the series, Exploring Graduate School Opportunities in the United States. This comprehensive series will provide all the necessary information you seek for the opportunities in abroad. The AIASA session, the next session is scheduled for tomorrow, and you can find further details on the AIASA social media pages. For those who have additional question which is not going to cover or somehow it is missed, please do not hesitate to reach out us. We will seek answer from our expert and ensure you will receive the information as you need. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for joining us today. Let us make the most of this opportunity to learn and grow together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request our guest of honor, Dr. M.K. Verma, Director of Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, Srinagar, to speak a few words about this event. Sir.
Hello. So my voice is audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning to all of you. So this AIASA is one of the very rare organization which is mainly of the student, for the upcoming student. The main aim of this organization is regarding to upscale their knowledge, to make their direction to move in a career-oriented science or the career. So this organization is doing a very sincere efforts. I think now it is going to be nearly 1 decade. Because to reach a destination, we have to pass on some of the stepping stones or the steps. So every year, this AIASA is having so many programs to uplift the confidence, to increase the knowledge of the student, to make aware students that in different fields, how they can move. Now the agriculture is very vibrant. Agriculture have the different dimensions. It is not a static dimension now, but it is a very, very dynamic. So for the student, it is very important that they have to be in a dynamic position. Means they have to be a very active with the knowledge, with the technologies, and with the avenues wherever they feel to be the part of those avenues. So on this occasion, I just wanted to say to all the students that you have to be very, very sincere as far as the career is concerned, because in the agriculture, there are many fields. Say, for example, if we talk about the crops, see, the seed production industry is going on in a very dynamic process. There are many avenues in many of the crops. Our country is having the self-sufficient in the production of the quality seeds of the crops. But in certain of the crops, our country is importing a lot of seed material from the other countries. So we have to see the avenues that if we are spending a lot of money for importing the quality seed from the other countries, why cannot we produce the seeds in our country? The good example for this one, if we compare it with the engineering background, that many of the companies in the engineering sector, they are establishing their industries, their units to produce the products in our country. Why? Because the cost of production of those products is really less than which is not in case of other countries. The same example, we can have it in the agriculture sector. If you talk about the seed production, then I think if the student, they can take up the seed industry on a business model. So my emphasis will be agriculture. It is not a traditional sector now. It is not a traditional system of just growing the seeds or having the crop production, but we have to move in a business module. Either it is your seed production, either it is your production of the crops, either it is the production of the quality planting material, or marketing of the produce and the making the value-added products. So in every step or in every phase, because it's agriculture is the way of life. So if you see this way of life, then I think whatever we are doing in one and another way, it is useful to the humankind. Either it is a machinery, electronics, telecommunication, telephone, mobile, agriculture, and all those things. So this agriculture is very, very consistent commodity which is required to the humankind. So there is no never ending demand for the agriculture produce. But the need is to produce the crops which has a quality attributes, which can be produced in earliest period of time. They can be produced in the intensive ways so that we can feed the population. The peoples, they can earn the money in the shortest period of time so that they can improve the livelihood. As here, it will be very, very appropriate to share one of the very good example of the Holland. You know, Holland is a very small country, but now it is a king of agriculture business. So there is need to focus of our student that agriculture should be a commodity as a business commodity. They have to think over it. This is one of the aspects about the commercial aspect of the agriculture. Another aspect is the research and development. See, this research and development is going on again in a dynamic way. If we can achieve the goals, we must have a parallel R&D system which is going on not only in our country, but internationally. But whatever the technology has to be developed, it has to suitable to our country. Means we have to take care of those things. Either you adopt the technologies which are already available internationally, but they have to be verified for our Indian conditions. Then after development of those technologies, they can have a better position if we can transfer efficiently to the farmers. So the mission of my own career of life, if I will share with you, is always that we have to have the multi-pronged system in all the fields of agriculture, in the research and development, extension, as well as the production systems. The extension is again a very important aspect, because whatever the R&D products are coming from the agriculture, they have to reach the farmers. And you are one of the tool, all our graduates or the postgraduate or the research or the extension workers. It will be our duty that the appropriate module or the product has to reach the farmers, so that the ultimate result of that product can be achieved. And the major achiever of that goal will be our country. Means if we wanted to our country to be a developed country, then we have to move with the technologies. So on this occasion, it will be my guidance or the suggestions to all my student, that they have to focus very sincerely, target oriented, either in the field of academics, either field of the research and development, or in the business sector. They have to move with a dynamic way, as well as in a result-oriented way. So I wish all the students that they have to go with a mission-oriented program, so that they can achieve their goals. So with this one, I just wanted to wish all the students and the AIASA for having this program today as part of the career counseling, which is a very common program, and it is a need of the student. So we wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time, and also thank you for the insights that you put up on us, in front of us today. I'm sure it will be helpful for the students. And now I would like to go through our today's workshop schedule. But before that, let me introduce our honorable speakers of today's workshop, and they are Dr. Prakash Jha, Dr. Sahadev Singh, Dr. R. Vinod, Dr. Manish Thakur, Dr. M.L. Gaur, Dr. Ajay Kumar Verma, Mr. Mohammad Ehzan, Mr. Deptanu Burman, Mr. Ankit Soni, Mr. Siddhant Bhattacharya, and Mr. Krishna Singh. Respected speakers, kindly accept my greetings of today's event. And we will be having 2 sessions of question and answer. And in the first session, there will be 5 speakers talking about 5 various topics, and also they will answer the questions related to their topics. And in the second session, there will be 6 speakers answering on 6 various topics. And the topics which is covered in this workshop are abroad opportunities, agriculture policy, general agriculture, veterinary science, agricultural engineering, horticulture and forestry, fisheries, entrepreneurship, industry, career opportunities in supply chain, and as well as agribusiness management. And thus the session will be concluded by vote of thanks, which is given by Jigar Desai, National Secretary of AIASA. And in our workshop, we totally have 11 speakers, and hereby I request all of our respected speakers to answer the questions in the stipulated time, that is 15 minutes for each of speakers, so that it will enable us to cover almost all the questions we have received till today. And yes, now let's begin with our first topic of the session, that is abroad opportunities. And this topic will be addressed by Dr. Prakash Jha. Dr. Prakash Jha is an assistant professor of agricultural climatology, Mississippi State University, and he is also adjunct associate scientist at Feed the Future Sustainable Intensification Innovation Lab in Kansas State University, USA. And sir, here is your first question, that is, It is regarding the admission, like master's admission or even the PhD admission for the students in abroad, along with the scholarships. We want to know about the procedure for getting the same.
Thank you, Gautami, for such a nice introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Prakash. I'm assistant professor at Mississippi State University. I think I'm audible. The question Gautami has asked about master's and PhD opportunity. In US, master and PhD both are called as a graduate student. And in India, undergraduate is different. So if you apply to graduate school as a master's and PhD, you need to have compulsory exam called TOEFL or IELTS. TOEFL is test of English as a foreign language. And similarly, IELTS is also for English test exam. Now, the question is that which one is more acceptable or which one is good? Both are acceptable, but TOEFL has more acceptability in US and Canada and South America. But IELTS is more popular for Europe. But both are compulsory exam. There are a couple of exams which are kind of non-compulsory, which is called GRE, Graduate Record Exam. Multiple universities have waived off GRE recently, even if we say post-COVID. So the TOEFL is a must requirement, you can say, and GRE is a waive off. Once you have a TOEFL score, you will have to apply formally, and there is a specific timeline for universities. So if you apply for fall admission, when I say fall admission, means fall starts from August in US. For fall admission, deadline is 6 months prior to the start date. So you need to have your TOEFL score by December for August start. And then you need to apply formally through your graduate student portal, and you need to communicate through faculties. Unlike in India, fellowship is not given by university, it's given by faculties. So faculties like me and Dr. Singh, Dr. Verma, they reply to your email if you are fit to their lab. If you are fit to their lab, you will get a stipend based on the project of faculty, and you will get GRA, Graduate Research Assistantship. Based on that, you will have your stipend, you will have your tuition remittance, you will have your life health insurance as well. So everything is covered by faculty, not by university. So you need to choose faculty in your research area. If you are in plant breeding, choose faculty or researcher in your area. If you are in soil science or agronomy, so accordingly you have to choose. So choosing faculty is a next step after TOEFL. So once you have a TOEFL, choose faculty. Once you communicate with faculties, faculty will give you acceptance that I am ready to hire you. Then you need to apply formally through university portal, and you need to upload 4 or 5 things. One is your TOEFL score. Second is your transcript, mark sheets. And next one is SOP, Statement of Purpose. It is not more than 2 pages, not less than 1 page. In that statement of purpose, you need to highlight what area or what research interest you have and why you are joining that lab. And the next document is letter of recommendation from 3 people. So it's a general format you can get from website, as well as your faculties will write for you. And the next one, many universities also ask about personal or academic statement. It is similar to SOP, but a little bit of difference. We can talk in more detail about that later, but these are documents you need to upload. Once you upload, after a couple of months, if you apply in December, you will get notification by end of February that your application has been reviewed, rejected, or accepted. If accepted, you will get I-20 document from university for applying visa. So it takes around 3 to 4 months for application to getting visa. So once you get your document from university after acceptance, you will get your visa appointment, and then you will fly to US or other countries. So this is a timeline of 4 to 5 or 6 months sometime. So I hope I answer your question.
Yes, sir. Since you asked, you told about the professors has to take the students, I have one more question regarding that. Is there any best ways so that the students can contact the international university professors directly regarding the MSc or PhD program, or any short-term training programs for that matter? And do you think, is it worth to take the short-term training programs also in abroad countries for students?
Okay, great question, Gautami. So first point is a point of contact, how we can contact faculties. every university has their own website. If you go to university website, in the website, we have department, college, and then people. And the people, the list of faculties are listed. In US or other countries, it's compulsory to have their own website for each faculty. So let's say if you go to Mississippi State University, Department of Plant and Soil Sciences, you will find my list there. And then you will find the email ID of the faculty from that page. And then you can find research interest of that faculty in certain areas. And then based on that interest, you will cater your email and email to the faculty how to get position or inquire about your position of master's, PhD, whatever you are interested in. This is the short answer for your long question, but the short term training program is quite complex. Usually ICR system in India have excellent program called NAHEP, National Agriculture Higher Education Project. In NAHEP, you can visit to multiple universities for short term, 3 months, 6 months. And apart from that, usually it is very difficult to get funding for short term program, because faculty usually they hire a student for their full-time degree program, and that's why they fund full-time degree program, not short-term. Short-term are usually sponsored by ministry or university in home. When I say home, means India. And there are a lot of fellowship. DST has, DBT has Corona fellowship for those who are in biotechnology. So multiple fellowship, you need to find those fellowships. And NAHEP is a great program. So short-term from university side, but for long-term degree program, you need to email faculties.
Okay, sir, thank you. And the next question is about best universities for studying agriculture in abroad, sir. And specifically, we have got questions on the subjects like zoology, forestry, horticulture, and agriculture extension. So which universities do you think it is best to opt by the students for these specific ones?
Great question, Gautami. So ranking, if you want to find a ranking of university, there are a lot of websites where you can get ranking of universities, and there are QS ranking and other ranking as well. But if you need to find ranking in agriculture sciences or a specific subject, you need to find the ranking first through Google pages. You will get multiple pages. And based on those pages, you can email to faculties in your interest area. So that is one. Another one area is that if you finalize that I'm interested in plant breeding genetics, or I'm interested in agronomy, horticulture, you need to find researcher or faculties in that area. And for Indian students especially, do not look for only Indian faculties. Look for those faculties who are for different origin and they are working in different areas. You need to find good researcher, not good universities. So my humble suggestion for all of you, look for good lab, look for good researcher, not look for good ranking of university. It matters, ranking matters, but the lab quality or research quality or researcher's quality matters a lot. So look for researcher, not for ranking. Those who are in zoology, forestry, each area has their own ranking. Find the few faculties, and the position opening is very important. So faculties are there, but they need to have open position for masters and PhD. For that, you need to follow them on Twitter, LinkedIn, or other websites where they regularly post about the openings. So finding faculty is not a problem. Finding position is a problem. So you need to be very cautious where positions are open.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Since you talked about the research and the lab things, the one more question is that are the universities in abroad countries are research oriented or academic education teaching oriented? Like if that's so, then what is the role of PhD student according to that?
Right. So all of the universities which are land grant, they have a role of teaching, research, and extension, all three. So if you apply for any assistantship, you will get assistantship mostly in research,
Yes, sir. I think there was
Sorry,
disconnect with.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So that's what I was talking about. The teaching and research is a part and parcel of each universities.
Okay, thank you, sir. And the next question is about job oriented. Like, can we get direct job in abroad countries, like without studying there? If after graduating from India, can we have direct job opportunities in abroad countries?
The short answer is no. Short answer is no, because they look for graduate students who have degree from US or other countries, home countries, where they get job. It's very difficult to get job because of some complexities of visa, and work visa is different, student visa is different. So they do not hire agriculture students, especially from India, for job in US or other countries. So it's very difficult to get job directly in US or another country. But if you have a degree, master's and PhD from US or other country, you will definitely get a job.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And two more questions are there for you. That is, in our India, there is a general talk like students of subjects from biotech or biochemistry or even physiology have a great opportunity to work in study or to work or to study in abroad. But what is your say about the other agriculture allied subjects, other agriculture subjects like maybe agronomy or fruit science or any other horticulture subjects for this matter? Do they also have ample opportunities like the other divisions I mentioned before?
Gautami, I think in US, every field has opportunity. It all depends on how prolific you are in research and how diverse your research area is. Similarly, if you talk about agronomy, soil science, likewise plant breeding and genetics, all field have equal opportunity, and depending on your research area. If you are prolific in soil science research, you will get job better than plant breeding and genetics. It all depends, but certainly plant breeding, genetics, biotechnology, physiology has more openings in terms of masters and PhD, but you will certainly find similar job opportunities as well in agronomy, horticulture, soil science, everywhere. It depends on how prolific you are in research and networking.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And this is your last question for this session. That is, what are the chances to get a government job in abroad countries? And also, can you tell us about the companies that you prefer for agriculture graduates to get jobs in abroad?
Oh, great question. So this is a two-part of question. A government job in US, for government job, you need to be US citizen. When I say government job, means United States Department of Agriculture, not universities. Universities are autonomous, where you can do job in terms of work visa like H-1B, but for government job like USDA, USAID, there you need to have citizenship. For private job, you can do private job and industry anywhere, mostly in agriculture. A couple of industries which are very popular called Bayer, Monsanto, Pioneer. These are company, Corteva Ag Science, where as a graduate of agriculture in US, being of Indian origin, you can quickly get job. And I know multiple people who are working in different industry like Bayer, Crop Science, Corteva, Pioneer. So you can get job. Job is not a problem in US or in other part of world as well. But the problem here is that we need to find your research area. Once you finalize your research area, you need to be a real master in your area. Once you're a real master, you will get job easily. Job is not a problem.
Okay, sir. And also about the job opportunities regarding companies, sir. The student have asked about the companies which you like, which one you would like to do.
Yeah, that's what I say. Industries means companies. So in US, getting job in companies and industries is quite easy. But if you want to stay for longer term in US as a green card or US citizen holder, for longer term, industry and company job is complex for visa complexities. That's why people want to stay in university or research institute, where you will get green card and citizenship easily than the industry and companies. That's why there's a difference between getting job in industry and university.
Thank you, sir. It was a very well-defined and informative session with you regarding the abroad opportunities for our all agri graduates. And it's really appreciable that you have made your time to interact with us. I know it's midnight around, like in your place, but really very thankful for you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So yes, next we move forward to the second topic of this session, that is agricultural policy. And this topic will be addressed by Dr. Sahadev Singh. Dr. Sahadev Singh, he is an alumni of Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, and he has worked as Deputy Commissioner and Head of Policy Planning Commission. He is the Chief Policy Advisor of our AIASA, and currently he is working as Professor and Head in Galgotias University. And he'll be addressing the topic and also covering the questionnaires related to this topic. And sir, the first question for you is regarding the new education policy. That is, what is this new education policy? And we are also hearing that this new education policy will change the entire education system that we have now. And so that what will be its impact on agricultural education? Will it bring any significant changes in this agriculture education also?
Thank you very much, Gautami, and I expect thanks to Dr. M.K. Verma and Dr. Prakash, who is always ready for providing information to agriculture graduates throughout the country. And even during midnight, he's present here. I'm very grateful to Dr. Prakash and also other speakers who are present here. So first questions, Gautami has asked about the new education policy. Now, a lot of reforms have taken place. Every day we are getting notification, others from UGC and other organizations. So now recently changes have taken place based on the new education policy. ICAR now is given a role of standard setting bodies, and now they have revised the standards for college and programs as per the Model Act 2023. So that recently been issued by ICAR, and based on that, the requirement of faculties, now it is 21:1 students and faculties. That was earlier 5:6, and a lot of problem was faced by self-financing institution, especially, though it was formed way back a decade, and that was really a problem, and they have resolved that. And based on each program, they have fixed the standards for that program: BSc, Honors Agriculture, Master Degree, College Program, faculty students ratio, laboratories, and land requirement. Even for each of the program, earlier it was not there for BSc, Honors Agriculture. It was just mentioned 75 acres. So many of the universities in NCR and other areas where agriculture programs are there and being run, that are facing problem of accreditation others. And further, the now NAC accreditation is mandatory for all the institution and including agricultural. It was earlier given exemption in 2010, and now this new education policy, now each one has to take for getting funding from DST and other government departments. And further, for finance purpose, they have to seek projects. Will be project based, and now this ICR and other agriculture industries, those who are based on land grant, especially they have to seek fundings and others, and government support, I feel that will be less, and they have to generate the funds for technology transfer, technology generation, good collaboration with the industries, and that they have to generate it. Even recently, a week back or 10 days, the notification was issued by Haryana government that HAU have to depend on their own, and they have to generate the fund as self-financing. And but later on, that notification was withdrawn. Time being, maybe further it will be taken up, because it is not possible now to sustain on their own with the funds. They have to work hard for this technology collaborations with the industries, and the resources they have at the institution to be made access to the industry, and good collaborations required that will help for getting good generation of jobs also. Further, in the PhD program, the eligibility notification has been issued on 7th November, And 4 years program, honors program like BSc Honors Agriculture with 75% marks, they are eligible for PhD. And we also feel that that is good. Instead of spending times for 2 years for MSc and 3 years for PhD, the students now can, those who are interested for research program, they should go for PhD. And as far as eligibility is concerned, many of the students, they have sent their queries about eligibility, and that's also now that will be sorted out, because as and when such degrees are available, then definitely such points are raised. Many of the government public sectors organizations, earlier it was only BSc Honors Agriculture degree or Master degree AG, and other program like horticulture, fisheries were not there, but now they have changed it, they are changing many of the public sector organizations. So that will sort out their problems also. So now the change in the eligibility, now change in the accreditation, now it is not more required. ICR and that NAC accreditation is now mandatory. And that will have more options for the students to choose the program at different recognized UGC recognized university. So that is major points in the new education policy, especially for agriculture. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Since you told us about the accreditation program, I have one more question regarding that. Like, if we pursue education, if the students pursue education in non-accredited like colleges, then those students, are they eligible to apply to jobs and which comes under ICR institutes?
Yes, for job eligibility throughout the country in public sector, state government or central government, it is the UGC recognized institution or degrees, university's degree. That is the eligibility condition. As far as JRF, SRF of ICR or DST or Inspire, any fellowship is concerned, that is UGC recognized university institution is the requirement now. There is no, that is de-linked now. ICR accreditation is de-linked now for admission, because there were certain legal complications also. Like last year, one student from IIT Kharagpur, he was denied the admission at IIT in spite of first rank holder based on the accreditation. That means the IIT required accreditation from ICR. So this is not possible to have such institute of national importance to seek accreditation from ICR. So that was to overcome that problem. Now it is de-linked with the admission. So there is no problem, no hindrance for this accreditation, but NAC accreditation is mandatory, and agriculture institutes also now they have started preparing and applying for that. And after certain years, within 2, 3 years, 4 years, they will have this one standard accreditation throughout the country.
Okay, sir. The next question is about a job only. That is, like, can we expect a change in eligibility criteria for the post of assistant professors? That is, till now it was MSc and NET. So will it be changed to PhD and NET in near future because of new education policy, or because the PhD graduates can have more opportunity for being an assistant professor? So will it change the eligibility criteria?
Yeah. Actually, now 6th Dean Committee recommendations have already been submitted to the government, and it is that approval stage. And in that, the debate and discussions have taken place, and we hope that recommendations are there, and that will be coming shortly, where the new education policy, especially 3 years degree, the exit option is there. Even in UGC recognized university and agriculture universities will be there. Because new education policy, it covers that exit option after 2 years, that is diploma, 3 years, BSc degrees, agriculture degree, and then honors degree after 4 years. And in the 6th Dean Committee, some research, 2-3 research courses will be there, research methodology, ethics, and then student will understand at UG level itself. As far as eligibility is concerned, all options will be there, whether it is 3 years BSc honors degree, 2 years MSc, or 4 years BSc honors degree, or 1 year MSc, or BSc honors degree with 75%, they will be eligible for PhD. That means for honors degree plus PhD, all will be eligible. As far as ARS is concerned, that is now they have changed to PhD eligibility. So now since MSc is also there, so that option will also be there, that BSc honors 4 years plus PhD, like they have 10 plus 2 plus 3 or 2 and 10 plus 5 or something. In JRF, SRF also it is already there. So definitely after introduction of all this program in the next academic year, this change will take place. for this based on the 3 years degree, 4 years degree, 1 year MSc program, then 2 years MSc program, or BSc honors 75% marks plus PhD program. All changes have to be there as per new education policy, and every institution are bound to make changes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. And can you give the brief information regarding the preparation for exams like ICAR, JRF exam, SRF exam, and NET examinations also? And also regarding various kind of fellowships which is available to the agriculture graduates for doing their master's and PhD programs.
In ICAR system, they conduct UG program, All India Entrance Examination for PG program, for PhD program. And they provide this support to about 3,000 students out of this 50,000 students annually intake in SAU and deemed universities. 3,000 students, they get support for UG, PG and PhD program. And they need to prepare specific subjects about like agronomy or physical sciences or horticulture. They have to prepare this subject like this year also PG and PhD program, all are eligible. And first thing is that there is a now method of learning. That many of the students after Corona period, because online system was there, so they need to focus more on the textbook rather than this laptop or mobile, which is the system now they are following the many universities. But they should focus more on the textbook study and proper textbook of each of the subject, and should study thoroughly. And during the even their graduation program also. Otherwise, if they take admission in the universities, state agriculture university like Punjab Agriculture University, others, then they will face problem in master program or PhD program. Many of the things they will not understand if they have not studied well. So they have to study well. They have to have good exposure to the practicals rather in all UG program. What students are doing now, they just attend the classes in 3 years and 4 years. 4th year, they prepare for JRF, SRF, spend full year. So instead of that, they must focus on the practical aspect in the research, modules, developments to become qualified persons, and that will help them. So that is one aspect that JRF, SRF, and that amount has also been increased now. It will be there 37,000 for PhD, for agriculture also, for DST that they have enhanced. So fellowship is for SRF will be at par with the JRF of UGC, and because there it called JRF and in our system it's called SRF. That will start 37,000, and similarly that JRF for ICAR, that will also be enhanced. So this around 400 students, they get JRF for master program, PG program, and 200 for PhD. That depends year to year and based on the number of candidates eligibility. In spite of that, they have the ICAR have that national talents scholarship also. They provide 5,000. So those who are meritorious, they are considered for JRF, and those who are get admission through ICAR, all of them in a PG program, they get national talents scholarship. So that is also there besides JRF. They need to focus on specific subjects for this 2 hours duration of and other like Aspire. There is also thousands of scholarship are there. Many of the agriculture students, those who are meritorious, #1 position in the department or universities, they get good. They are good chances of getting Aspire fellowship, and similarly like biotechnology, they have good chance of getting ICAR fellowship, biotechnology fellowship. So they need to prepare the synopsis and they need to make good presentations there to get this type of scholarship. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Since yesterday the UPSC results came and some of our IRI students have got jobs in Indian Forestry Service. So the next question is, sir, some of our agriculture graduates are always interested in civil service exams. So which agriculture course or the subjects do you suggest for those students who aspire to prepare for civil service exams and also wants to pursue higher studies in agriculture? So which courses do you prefer for those students, sir?
Actually, the eligibility for examination of like Indian Civil Services, Forest Services, all these central services which are conducted through UPSC is bachelor degree, but more advanced courses are asked there, and that high level of syllabus is covered. So especially all like agronomy, a major part of agronomy, genetics and plant breeding, soil science, horticultures. These are the core disciplines subjects where such courses are covered than plant pathology, entomology. So though every subject is equal, but if students, the agronomy students, they have much more chance for plant breeding, genetics. If agriculture is chosen as subjects, and definitely the other subjects also equally important. So I won't say that this subject is good or that subject is good. That depends on the individual caliber and way of study, how they perform well, and they need to study well, balanced way besides their own study and then civil services. And every year, our students for last many years, they are getting qualifying this civil services, forest services, and now also there is a good chances for that. Yeah.
Okay, sir. The next question is about scope and career development after masters. That is, if the students don't want to do PhD, what is the scope and career development for them after masters? We receive majority questions from the students on the subjects like pathology and soil science. So, like all other subjects in general, can you please stress upon these two subjects more and tell us about the scope and career development?
Actually, in agriculture, though agriculture BSc honors degree is professional degree, and we are expect that they will have more opportunities immediately after BSc honors degree. But after Corona period, now the focus of industry also changed after this Corona period, and they also want the trained graduates for their jobs. But as far as public sector jobs, government jobs are concerned, that several hundred posts are released every year, like FSSAI and this National Seed Corporations and many others. They're especially now asking Bachelor of Science plus master degree. That means the students need to go for master degree also, or now maybe the PhD, because the eligibility is like that. Though changes will be there in future, maybe after 1 year or next year, the changes will be there based on the now after graduations and PhD, such changes will be there. But many of the posts, especially management trainee post, then agriculture specialist post in Directorate of Plant Production, Quarantine Storage, then FSSI post, many posts in public sectors, there is also master degree eligibility, and for this subject matter SMS also that master degree. So this has been fixed earlier, and now this professional status is given by government in 2019. But bachelor of degree plus master degree, it is already there in many of the public sector. Though now we have also written through AIASA that there should be proper this change of qualification, and honors degree, BSc honors degree should be eligibility. But still, lot of opportunities are there for youth, those are having master degree in government jobs, public sector jobs. Though that's the UPSC which conducts the exam, the State Public Service Commission, like Agriculture Development Officer, Extension functionaries, there is eligibility is bachelor degree. But as far as the separate posts are released by the public sector, like National Seed Corporation. Now, National Seed Corporation have a lot of opportunities like ICR, because State Farm Corporation all have been merged together, and they have brought in the National Seed Corporation. Every year, hundreds of posts are released by National Seed Corporation also, and there also we have written that agriculture and allied degrees should be made eligible. So there is a good opportunity. Coconut Development Board, Spices Board, Tea Board, many this commodity specific boards, the Directorate of Plant Production, Directorate of Marketing, the central directorates are there, central commodity specific directorates are there. In Union Central Ministry, they comes under Ministry of Agriculture. Then there is a young professional post in now they have focusing now taking youth as young professional with master degree, like planning commission, Ministry of Water Resources, agriculture, and they provide about 70,000 rupees at the starting, and that is the good chances of the students to get such young professional posts also. A lot of opportunities are there, but normally master degree is there. So now changes will be there, graduation plus PhD or graduation plus master degree, that will be there.
Okay, sir. The next thing is about ARS exam. This is the hot topic among all the agri and allied subject graduates. That is whether the ARS exam notification, the recent notification which we have got, will be postponed or not. Because the students now they have made that PhD is compulsory for appearing for ARS. So and also there is a talk like from next year, from next fall, they will change back the rule and make MSc as eligibility criteria. So we want to know clearly know about this issue, sir. And also can the current batch students which are in the verge of completion of their PhD program, that is who are in PhD third year, can they appear for this ARS exam without provisional certificate also? So can you please tell us briefly about this issue, sir? It's a very hot topic of all the agri graduates.
Actually, this year onwards they made PhD compulsory, and as per new changes in new education policy, now after graduation PhD will be there. So definitely PhD will be there, eligibility. There will not be change in that. And then option will be there. Those who are having this UG, then 4 years degree plus PhD, but PhD, I feel that will be there for ARS. And subject matter is already master degree. There also PhD will be there, because once eligibility is made, graduation plus PhD, definitely that they are going to switch or have to give options for that already. That is the mandatory they have to give. Once eligibility is there, then option have to be there, because they can't deny. This is the right. So they can't deny. So they have eligibility will be there. As far as this ARS is concerned, that is October, November, they have given the date of exam, and definitely now new type of exam is there that they have to write. It is not objective type, and October, November is the date. Most probably it will be held in October. There is not going to be any change further for postponement of the exam. And as far as master degree, those who have not completed PhD, they are verged on completion. They are eligible on 30th September. I think they have to submit their proof that they have completed. That date may be changed, maybe 15 days, 20 days, or 1 month, but exam will be there and will not be postponed, and eligibility will be PhD. So those who are in the verge of completion, they must complete it. Once they submit the thesis, the gap of Viva should be reduced now. So they have to, institution have to see that within a week or 10 days or 15 days, Viva should be completed, so that it is not remain pending for months together, like earlier 3 months, 4 months, the Viva is pending to make eligible this our agriculture youth. So that is the changes they have taken place, and this year they have implemented, and that will be there.
Yeah. Sir, then do you say that in next year the eligibility, which they will not make it to MSc, it will remain as PhD only, the eligibility criteria?
Because once this in the 6th reading committee option will be there for UG plus PhD, and UGC already notified on 7th November 2022, applicable throughout the country, that graduation can go for PhD and they are eligible. They have to make it qualification that graduation plus PhD. So PhD have to be there, qualification. Yeah. So option will be there for the person, those who are directly allowed for that honors degree, 75% marks, and then PhD, eligibility will be there. Because once it is implemented, and since Government of India notified it, so that means implemented. So this question will go, this issue will be taken up with the government, and then this changes will be made. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And here is a last question, sir. That is there any possibility that the students who completes their bachelor's degree After that, skipping the master's program, can they do PhD? Like we have heard, like it is there, this kind of programs are there, like after completing bachelor's, they straight away can do PhD in abroad countries. But is there this possibility is there in India? If so, which universities are providing these kind of opportunities for students?
This UGC has notified it, and the notification is there 7th November, and that Bachelor of Agriculture honors degree with 4 years degree with 75% marks, they are eligible for PhD. And many of the universities like Galgoti University, many other, they are switch over and their students are eligible, and they have released the notification that is open competition, and based on the persons who will qualify, they will be given admission. And once UGC, since they have notified it, so that is applicable, and the eligibility have to be made accordingly in any government jobs or public sectors. Once it is there, so it is there now in new education policy. And 6th Dean Committee recommendation is likely to come. Their exit option will also be there, that two years diploma program, 3 years bachelor of degree program in agriculture or fisheries or livestock or animal sciences, all will be there. And then 4 years, 75%, all will be there. And some 2-3 research courses will be added. Some changes will be there in the 6th Dean Committee shortly, that will be coming. All changes will be there shortly. Yeah. No voice, I'm not able to hear. Please unmute. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. By this question, we end up the agriculture policy topic, and we have received a great input from you. And I hope all the questions related to agriculture policy have been answered from you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And now moving on to the next. Now I will hand over the session to my colleague, Mr. Sridhar. He's Karnataka State Secretary, AIASA, to conduct the further sessions. Sridhar, it's over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible, Sridhar.
Okay. Once again, good morning to everyone. Moving on to the next topics in this first session, let me introduce you all with our experts for this session. First expertise, Dr. R. Vinod sir. He is a national spokesperson, AIASA, and faculty in plant breeding and genetics at TNAU Coimbatore. And the second is Dr. Monish Thakur, is an in-charge veterinary officer in the Department of Animal Husbandry, Government of Himachal Pradesh. And the last panelist in this first session is Dr. M.L. Gaur sir, professor at Anand Agriculture University, Gujarat. Now we'll start with our first expertise. I would request Dr. R. Vinod sir to join us about the topic related to the general agriculture. Vinod sir. Vinod sir, unmute your audio. Vinod sir, you are not audible, sir.
Hello, Vinod sir, please unmute yourself and please continue. Sorry, sir, you are not audible. Please check your mic once.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Very good morning, all the students and other scientists and panelists, other speakers. This is a very good opportunity for AIASA organizing for the career guidance programs. And last year also we have organized for such a career guidance programs. The students are told the program was very nice. That's why again this year our national president and Sakadin sir told we can organize for this career guidance program. I really am very happy. And previously Dr. Sakadin sir told a lot of information about for the regarding for the agriculture policy, means what are the things would be done in future. It's very nice. And students also got all the informations in the question and answer sections. Now we can go for the general agricultures. After means I want to enter for the BSc agriculture, means what are the opportunities are there. Then after completing for the BSc agriculture, what are the opportunities are there. Likewise, we can go by one. If we can, I can complete for the my BSc agriculture. Then what are the opportunities there? If I want to go for the masters, what I want to do? Means if you want to do for the masters, for the means higher education sites, you can go for the ICR examinations for the JRF and also for the now CUT. Then for I want to go for abroad, means I want to do for the my masters in abroad after completing for the BSc AG. Then you want to write for the GRE, TOEFL like that. Based on that, means we can apply for the different countries. Then means in that area, Prakash Jha will be inform you, means what are the opportunities are there in abroad, means how you can choose the universities, all those things. Then after completion of BSc agriculture, I want to go for the government job, means what are the opportunities are there. Government job means in agriculture extension officer, agriculture officer, then agriculture development officer. Then if you can not only for in agriculture sector, in agriculture, the allied sciences, it include for the horticulture, forestry, then sericulture, then agriculture engineering, like that. Lot of opportunities are there, means in different disciplines. In horticulture, my voice is clear?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. If we can go for the horticulture, then again same like that, horticulture officer, then sericulture means sericulture inspectors, like that. After completion of BSc agriculture and allied sectors and government side, lot of opportunities are there. Every year there notifications there, but depending upon the vacancy available for the particular state. This is for the state services. Then if you can go for after completion of BSc agriculture in ICR institutes. In ICR institutes also they are taking for the technical officers. This is the permanent job, and also they are taking for the young professionals, like that. Means this is for the temporary. Means after completing BSc agriculture, we can get opportunities there also. Then another sector is for the now last 10 years, very big sectors. They are giving opportunity for the agriculture students. Agriculture means in allied areas, agriculture, then horticulture, forestry, agriculture engineering, veterinary fisheries. These all banking sectors. In banking sector, specialized officer for the agriculture. Then some of the banks, they are saying for the agriculture field officer, AFO, like that is there. This is for the government jobs. Then public sector jobs, lot of there. Every year they are having for the notification for the Food Corporation of India, FCA, then National Seed Corporations, then national fertilizers corporations, like that. Public sectors, they're also giving for the notifications, and also for different boards, they are also giving for the notification. After completion of BSc agriculture, you can go for the different boards, like for the tea board, coffee board, then coir board, spices boards, like that. Different boards, they are recruiting for the BSc agriculture as a technical officer post. That's also there. These are the government job opportunities after completion of BSc agriculture. Lot of things are there, lot of opportunities are there. If you can go for the every state, they are having for public service commissions, like in Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, TNPSC. Then we can take for the Uttar Pradesh Public Service Commissions, like that. Every state is having for the public service commission. In that means one is for prime is for the agriculture officer. Apart from that, lot of other posts also there. They are giving for the mandate, means agriculture is the one of the eligibility subject. Then next level, if you can go for means UPSC. After completion of BSc agriculture, most of the students, they are inspiring for the aspirants of UPSC. Then these are the means after completion of BSc AG means where you can go, means what are the opportunities are there. If you can if you are doing for after completion of master degree, then what are the opportunities are there after completion of masters? If you can go for I will do for the MSc agriculture, then PhD means you can futures you can go for the scientist. Previously, it was already last session. Dr. Sagadin sir told. Previously, it was the masters for the eligibility. Now it's for the PhD, because now every field, most of the students they're competing for the PhD. That's why they are put it for the mandate of PhD. After completion of for the PhD, if you can want to go for the scientist, you can go for the scientist. Otherwise, you can go for the teaching. Teaching means assistant professor post in different SAUs. Apart from that, one is for ICR and another one is for the what we can say means SAUs. Other than a lot of institutes like for BARC, they are recruiting for the scientist. Then ISRO also they are recruiting scientists from the agriculture field. Like that means a lot of the CSIR, they are also recruiting for the agriculture scientist. Like that, a lot of opportunities there after completion of a master's and PhD also. Then in the SMS post, means subject matter specialist in KVKs. Now after completion of masters, they can recruiting for the subject matter specialist in Krishi Vidyan Kendra. In all over the India in ICR, they are recruiting. Then specialized post for the in banking sector, NABARD also they are recruiting for the manager, assistant manager post and manager training in after completion of BSc degree, and also masters they are also recruiting. Then after completion of masters in plant protection departments, plant protections, quarantines, they are recruiting for the quarantine officers. For the eligibility for the quarantine officers, for MSc Agri Entomology, in plant pathology, nematology, then VD agronomy, like that, some of the disciplines they are recruiting for the master's degree for in government jobs. Then in ministry, agriculture, the Department of Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture, there also they're recruiting for the every year some post for the deputy and deputy director or for the specialized officers, like the posts like every year they're recruiting.
Sir, you have covered many of the questions I'm about to ask you. Still,
Yes.
there are some questions I need to ask you, sir.
Yes,
whether
definitely.
do farming is the best option or not? Whether doing farming is the best option or not for a student who completed his graduation in BSc Agriculture?
Definitely, actually, farming is the best options, because in our courses for the professional course for the BSc AG, if you have some good amount of area, I'm having for the 10-acre area, 20 acres area for my own farm. Like that means we can go for the farming. Definitely, it's for the it's good. We can add for if you are having for the 10 acres land or 20 acres land means per annum we can earn more than 10 lakhs. If I'm acquiring knowledge from the BSc AG, in that knowledge I'm doing for the farming means it's good. If I'm going for the private sector, I'm getting for the 20,000, 30,000 salary after completion of BSc AG, or I'm going for the preparing for the examination for the agriculture officer or for the UPSC. It will take for the 2 or 3 years. If even I'm not clearing that one, it's very difficult. More years is going to waste. In that conditions, I'm having good knowledge. I want to farmers means definitely we can go for the farmers. In the condition is if you are having own land, good water facilities, definitely you can go for the agriculture. Definitely will give a lot of opportunities that in futures, definitely will get monthly more than 1 lakh.
Yes, sir. Then what are the training and research options available for the UG students after the UG?
For the training after completion means UG, we can go for this honeybee training, then mushroom training, then vermicompost training, like that. Entrepreneurship training we can go. Means you can learn some 1 week training or 10 days training. After that, we can start from your own. For you can best example from our students after completion of diploma in agriculture. Diploma in agriculture, they're completed. They are went for the training for the honeybee. Now they are earning for monthly 1 lakh rupees after completion of 2 years diploma programs. You can take for the BSc Agri. Lot of students from Tamil Nadu, they are doing for honeybee productions and mushroom cultivations, vermicompost. Means a lot of opportunities are there. Then research means in private sector, in biotechnology lab, they are recruiting for the BSc Agri students and biotechnology students for the research purpose. And also from the seed companies also they are recruiting for the production side for the research purpose. For the BSc Agriculture students, they are giving for the nominal salary for the 25 to 30,000 salary.
Yes, sir. Can you give the guidance for ICR PG preparation? The many students asked regarding the food science and technology and all subjects in general. Can you please give the preparation and strategy?
Actually, in AIASA, every year we are giving for the pre-mock test for the ICR, ICR JRF examination, SRF examinations. In that means food technology also a lot of opportunities are there. From here in Tamil Nadu, ISCPT is there, Indian Institute of Crop Processing and Technology, and also from the Mysore also they are recruiting for the in CSR Institute is there, and they are also getting we can go for the masters in food processing. If you want to any guidance regarding food processing, a lot of my friends are there, my colleagues are there, and our AIASA members are there. They are doing for the PhD, and our professors are there. We will guide you. Means those want to need really help. I want to prepare for the food technology. Means we will guide. Means what are the books are there, how to prepare. All those things we will give. For especially for the food technology. In means for general means we have for the mock test. Kindly shortly we will announce. Means for the 6 months or for the 1 month course for the mock test like that. In that we can join.
Okay, sir. Some PhD students asked like this, sir. What are the other options after PhD other than becoming the assistant professor and ARS? Can you suggest any other career options we can take over? Like even I am more interested as a PhD scholar.
Yes. One thing you think it means whether I want to go for the public sector, means government sector, and for the private sector. Which sector I want to go? This is one thing. And after that means self-employment, so entrepreneurships. These 4 things, which area I want to go. If I am going for the government job, one is for the SAUs for the assistant professors. Then next is for the ICR. In ICR, we can go for the one is for the scientist, another is for the SMS. This apart from that, I already told now different boards are there. They are also recruiting. Means I told means tea board, coffee board, silk board, then choir board, spice board. They are also means recruiting for this scientist for the PhD holders, rubber board. You can search it. A lot of opportunities are there, but we are not going to search. Just we are waiting for the ICR post. If ICR post not coming for the assistant professor, otherwise we are depending for the private agriculture colleges or for the deemed universities. We are thinking. But opportunities are there. Apart from that, in abroad also, a lot of opportunities are there. If you want to go for after finishing for your PhD, you want to go for the teaching in for the underdeveloped countries, for the Nigeria, Uganda, they are giving for the good amount of salary. Means for the teaching, they are giving for the 2 to 3 lakhs salary. Otherwise, you want to go for the postdoc. After finishing for the, you want to go for postdoc. A lot of opportunities are there from the Australia, New Zealand, then Canada, US. In our AIASA members, a lot of special cells are there. We are giving guidance to for the those who want to go for the after finishing for the PhD. Means postdoc, lot of opportunity. In government, they are giving for the lot of projects, postdoc projects, postdocs there for the PM. As far as scholarships are there, they are giving for the 75,000 to 1 lakh. For especially for the women after finishing for the PhD, they want to go for the women scientist project. They are giving for the 5 years. They are giving for the 75,000 salary. Is there, but we want to go for which area I want to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, please suggest, is there any stipend or scholarship available in the private universities for doing masters or PhD?
Yeah, some of actually I don't know, means all the university they are giving for the private university they're giving stipend or not, but some university they are giving, especially in Tamil Nadu. For now, recently on a deemed university started Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan, they are giving stipend for the masters and for the PhD for the minimum, I think 25,000 they are giving. 25,000 those who want to for the do PhD in agriculture sectors, they are giving 25,000. And also for the SRM, means they are giving students fellowships, means we can join SA for SRF, and also we can continue for the PhD. And a lot of this organization is there now. They are also, we can enroll the we can join for the SRF, and also we can continue for the PhD in any one of the universities. In most of the persons in Hyderabad, they are working in for institute, in Indian institutes, means Indian Institute of Millet Research, Indian Institute of Oil Seed Research, Indian Institute of Rice Research Institute. They are all they are working for the SRF. They are for means part time. They are continuing for the PhD in for the Osmania University, like that they are doing. In that way, they are getting, means fellowship for the 35,000, 40,000.
Okay, sir. Many students will be having these doubts, like after completion of the graduation, is doing masters of any use if one is not interested to going for PhD?
Yeah, I already told now. Some of the post only for the master is mandatory. For the master degree is mandatory for some posts. They don't want for the PhD. In that disciplines, in that means in that post, if you want to go for, means we can go for the masters. My simple suggestion means, if you want to prepare for any exams, public sector exams, for otherwise for the public service examinations, no, don't go for the masters. You can complete for the UG and go for preparation for the 1 or 2 years. Definitely, if you can go for the proper preparations for 1 or 2 years, definitely will clear. Means our agriculture students having for the broad knowledge, because we are studying for the all the subjects. For not only for the agriculture, we are studying for the veterinary, we are studying for the agriculture engineering, statistics, mathematics, economics. Like that, we are studying for the different disciplines. We are having for the good knowledge. In that conditions, means we are preparing for the any public service. It may be in state public service examination or for the UPSC. Definitely will clear. But I'm going for the preparing for the masters, then PhD, then I'm going for the preparation of the examination, means waste of time for the another 5 years.
Yes, sir. And the last question for you, sir. What universities are research oriented in India for the master's degree?
It means if you can take for all the universities they're doing for the research for the masters. If you can go for the masters, means research only. You can get all the SAUs, otherwise for the ICR Institute, everywhere. For part-time means first year we can go for the coursework, then second year is for the research. I mean, they are giving stipends now. Most of the universities they are giving started for the giving for the stipend for the masters. Even now, last 2 years in our Tamil Nadu agriculture universities, they are giving for the stipend for the masters for the 10,000 rupees while joining for the masters. And likewise in Andhra also giving, in Karnataka also, I think some of the universities giving for the stipends. Yes, for the doing for the research purpose. And some of the students they're getting projects from the private companies. Doing the research, they are giving for the stipend from the companies also. If I'm doing collaborations with for the Nunam seeds, for Magiko seeds, Namdar seeds, Rossi seeds, like that seed companies, some persons they are doing research in seed, or means development of for the new varieties, they are giving for the stipends. Research. These are research scholarships.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your valuable information. This will be all for this general agriculture part. Now, I will hand over the this session to the Mr. Ninad Mahajan. He is a Vice Chairman, National Agro Technocrat Cell. After him. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope I am audible to everybody.
Good afternoon. It's audible.
Good afternoon. My name is Ninad Mahajan. I am currently the South Vice Chairman of NATC, All India Agriculture Student Association. So, to taking this workshop forward, I would like to call Dr. Ajay Kumar Verma. He is a ARS scientist who got ARS rank in 2014 in horticulture. He is currently posted at ICAR CIAH Bikaner. He has 7 years of research experience. He has also developed 21 technologies related to horticulture. Sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mahajan. First question, I will directly go to the questions. So first question was, what are the job opportunities for horticulture graduates and postgraduate as well as after PhD?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, I would like to clear that horticulture is a term which includes fruit science, vegetable science, floriculture and landscaping, then medicinal and aromatic plants, and post-harvest management and value addition. So coming to the job opportunities, there are various areas where one can work and apply their skills. However, one should be very cautious and careful to choose the job where you feel that you can apply your skills better and best. Because after BSc in horticulture, students generally take up internships and from there begin to work after gaining some experiences. Because it is important for the students to have done their internships, as companies and offices always require who have gained some experience rather than fresh ones. So there are various field opportunities like field work, teaching in schools, then sales and marketing, then they can start their entrepreneurship in different areas after graduation in horticulture. But I will suggest that we also try to have masters in after graduation. That will increase our knowledge, that will gain some experience in the field of horticulture. Whether it is a fruit science or vegetable science or floriculture or landscaping or medicinal aromatic plants. So after a graduation, one can start seek job in a state government, state departments as a RHU, Rural Horticulture Extension Officers, then AAU, that is Assistant Agriculture Officers. Then one can also go for jobs as a rural field officers or agriculture field officers in banks. Okay, and one can also start seek jobs after graduation in horticulture in banks, then private seed companies like seed companies as a sales officer, marketing officers, then pesticide or fertilizer companies. But after graduation, we can have jobs in KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, as SMS, subject matter specialist, assistant professors in state agriculture universities or other universities. Then one can also get jobs in state departments as a rural senior horticulture development officers. In some state, it is called horticulture officers. Like in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it is known as horticulture officer, HO. That is after post-graduation in horticulture. Then STO, senior technical officers, recently conducted by ASRB. One can also get that senior technical officers in ICR institutes after MSc in horticulture. Then other research organizations, seed companies for research. Then one can also become entrepreneur and become a job provider rather than job seeker, like protected cultivation, honeybee and all. Many disciplines are there. And after PhD, recently ASRB has made PhD as a minimum qualification. So one can become ARS, that is Agriculture Research Services, and one can work as a scientist in the in Indian Agriculture Research Institutes. And one can also become assistant professors in different agriculture universities and other central agriculture universities. So this was all about the job opportunities for horticulture after graduation, post-graduation and PhD. And the second question was, yeah, you can tell, yes.
The scope of floriculture and landscaping, any other skill set need to be acquired?
Yeah, okay. So one can join the floriculture field as a farm or estate managers, plantation experts, supervisors, and project coordinators, and so on. And then there is a scope in teaching, research, and extension, then teachers. And these are some of the avenues for employment in ICR and SAUs for floriculture and landscape graduates, postgraduates. Then marketing of floricultural products is another scope opportunity. It is emerging in a potential segment of this field. Then one can also work as a consultant, then landscape architect. Then one can also work as an entrepreneur and offer employment to the others. Then in addition to these careers which involve research and actual growing of the crops, floriculture also provides service career opportunities, which includes jobs like floral designers, ground experts, then landscape designer, architects, and horticultural therapists. And presently more than 145 countries which are involved in flower production and on commercial scale. So there is a good scope. Then as far as any other skill set is required, there are many skill trainings which are given by the universities, private companies, which can be done online and offline as well. Okay. And there was a question that where to get the training is for AutoCAD.
For
so
software designing gardens.
Yeah. So
Very
first of all, I would like to tell that what is AutoCAD? AutoCAD is a popular computer-aided design, which is used by the landscape architects for designing and drafting plans for landscape, parks, gardens, and other outdoor spaces. So there are many online platforms which provide training in this regard. Other than this, there are many offline training agencies and government institutions are there which provide training in AutoCAD, like Academy of Landscape Design and Build in Mumbai, then Center for Environmental Planning and Technology, University Ahmedabad, Institute of Creative Sciences, that is in Pune, then Architectural Design Academy in Bangalore, then CADD, Center Training Services Hyderabad, then Arena Animation New Delhi, and Design Institute of India Mumbai. These are some of the training centers which provide trainings on AutoCAD, so which can be taken.
Any eligibility to do training, or anyone can do this training?
No, I think graduation. After graduation, one can do. Yeah, yes. It is just like diploma of 1 year, 6 months, or 2 years.
Okay. So next is scope of agroforestry, and would it be helpful in preparation of UPSC exams?
Okay. So first of all, I would like to answer what are the job opportunities for a scope of agroforestry. So the different agro sectors where agroforestry professionals are being placed, like agriculture officers or rural development officers and extension officers in banks and state departments. Okay. And many banking agencies like NABARD, Syndicate Bank, PNB, SBI and all, they are recruiting these professionals in rural employment activities. And in Krishi Vigyan Kendras, they are also posted as a SMS, subject matter specialist, agroforestry and forestry. Then in private sectors, the agroforestry professionals can take up employment either in offices, laboratories, or plantation companies like ITC, wood-based industries, or outdoor splending on their field of specialization. And they can also be recruited in tree-based industries like pulp and paper industries, katha making industry, resin making industry, then medicinal aromatic plant units and other wood product industries. Okay. And the industries like plywood industry, Century Paper Mill, Star Paper Mills, then ITC, Bhadrachalam Copper Boards Limited, JK Corps Limited, and there are many other industries. And these agroforestry professionals can also launch their own enterprise in the field of plant nursery center, tissue culture center for forest crops, agricultural seed production center, apiculture, lake culture, silk culture, vermiculture, agri-business and agri-clinic, etc. And then biofuel is another area, another field where can agroforestry graduates can make their careers, and which is like Jetrofa for this biofuel related energy crops. Then there is a good scope for agroforestry professionals in the tea and coffee boards. We have a central tea board, we have central coffee boards. Okay. Then agroforestry profession can also transfer higher education in the industry like PhD, PDF for reputed universities in India and abroad, as explained by Dr. Prakash Kumar Jha and Shahdev Singh sir. Then they can also work after graduation and post-graduation. They can also make their career in the state agriculture universities as an assistant professor, in ICR as an ARS. Okay. And yes, the second question was how it is beneficial in the preparation of UPSC exams. So I would like to clear here that the forestry is a one subject which can be taken as an optional subject in the UPSC like IFS and IAS. But as explained by Shahdev Singh sir, I will also tell that subject is not a matter, and knowledge in that subject is matters more. How you know about that subject, because you cannot take two optional subjects together, like agriculture and forestry cannot be taken together for UPSC and IFS preparations. So yes, it is helpful. It is one of the subject, but the important thing is how you know and how much knowledge you have in that subject that will be helpful for the preparation of these exams.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with your research experience and on the topic horticulture and forestry.
Thank you very much.
Moving forward with our next expert, I would like to call Mohammad Izam MP. Sir. He's a very active person and currently is the chairman of Fisheries Chapter, AIASA India. He is currently pursuing PhD in Fishery Processing Technology from ICAR CIFE, Mumbai. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, thank you
sir,
very much.
So your question was career opportunities in fisheries and state and central government jobs available in fisheries. First question.
Okay, thank you very much. Respected all other experts and my dear friends and graduate and aspirants. So very good afternoon. Good morning. Sorry, good morning. So this is AIASA is providing good important event. AIASA is organizing good important event to help out graduates at this point of time. I'm very thankful to AIASA National Cabinet and President. So that my first query was career opportunity in fisheries. Like if you talk about fisheries, fisheries, we have graduation in Bachelor of Fisheries Science. After that, Master of Fisheries Science, followed by PhD. So in India, we have 30 to 34 colleges. The strength is generally 40 to 50. You can do 4-year bachelor degree. So including a private college, we have 30 to 34 colleges all over India. That is a graduation level program we have. After that, master degree. Master degree, ICAR is conducting All India entrance exam. Everyone knows that. And this is NTA is conducted. So every year they are conducting an entrance exam. So top rank student will get placement in better universities all over India. So through JRF. So in India, that CAFE, Central Institute of Fisheries Education, is one of the best university. You'll get good chance in doing master degree. So here in CAFE, we have 12 departments, mainly fisheries resource management, fisheries processing technology, aquatic health management, aquaculture, fish nutrition, aquatic environment management, etc. So in CAFE, we have around 90 to 96 seat, which is earlier it was 77, now it's strength is increased. So this is one opportunity in doing master. So other than that, if you get good rank in ICAR entrance exam, you'll get 1 or 2 seats in other colleges like SAUs for doing PG. And also state colleges also having entrance exam separately. Then other than this PG, we have one more opportunity in foreign Erasmus Mundus, you know that maybe. They actually are providing 2-year master degree semester wise. Each semester will be in different country. For fisheries, actually, there are four departments, namely aquaculture, health management, marine biology, and one more like eco-toxicology. You'll get, they have a website. If anyone wants their details, you can send me a message. I'll share you that website details. So in that catalog, everything is mentioned. You have to, like, for aquaculture, you have to send a mail with your CV, and after that there will be interview. For other, like direct recruitment based on your performance in the, like, your CV. So this is like in Europe only. So IELTS is compulsory. The score should be above 6. Then, like, they are providing 1,000 to 2,400 like euro per month. Other than that, 3,000 euro for 6 months for travel and accommodation. So this is Erasmus Mundus. After that, you have like opportunity doing PhD abroad and India also. Like CAP also having like PG entrance exam. ICAR are conducting PhD entrance exam also. So you'll get like in CAP. Like if you talk about fisheries, best university will be CAP. Look, in CAP we have around 50 seats for PhD. And other colleges are also having that PhD seats. Then other than that, like other expert already talked about for doing PhD outside also, there are ample opportunities.
Okay, sir. So next question is the entrepreneurship in fishery sector. Can you please enlighten us with this topic? Entrepreneurship in fishery sector.
Of course, entrepreneurship in fishery sector is like, the fishery sector is this growing industry, like other than like agriculture, fisheries is started growing now. Like if you talk about entrepreneurship, like there are ample opportunity in value addition in fishery sector. So like we know that everyone like in fisheries know that Dr. Manoj Sharma from Gujarat, he started culturing shrimp in Gujarat. So now he is like promoting like eating shrimp in India. Like we used to export shrimp to foreign countries like USA, US, and European countries and Japan. So that is like main income. So other than that, now he is having 25 years of experience in that shrimp farming. Now like 4 years of experience in like value addition in shrimp and promoting shrimp in like eating shrimp in India. So like namely that very fascinating, like Zingalala, Zingalala is very famous. He's a good example being an entrepreneur. One more is that one more expert is there for today's talk, like Debanan sir. He's also a very good entrepreneur. He will talk more about entrepreneurship than me, maybe.
So next question is, any reliable source on internet from where we can get proper information regarding fisheries and availability of materials, etc.? Any reliable source?
Like there are many reliable sources. Like nowadays social media is, you'll get all the resources regarding the fisheries. There are many like Facebook, it is there. Like WhatsApp, there are many groups. You'll get many resources regarding fisheries. Then other than that, like if you like in that question, maybe they might asking like data or those things, means like fisheries related data will be like fisheries department, they are releasing yearly. And other than that, CMFRA in Cochin, they are releasing annual report regarding the marine fisheries sector. Then like FAO also releasing that data. Other than that, general data you'll get through social media. You should be engaged like in social media, like proper utilization, and then it will be helpful.
Okay, sir. So next question is very hot topic for post-graduation students of aquatic environment management. When will be the NET exam for aquatic environmental management subject will start?
Already, NET exam is already, they have notified. Once it's done actually for now. So UGC conducting NET exam, and one more like ICAR also conducting NET exam. So UGC AIM, they have they can write, they can also write, no problem. Like what is the issue? Like already UGC is conducting, UGC is over now. It was there last month. Now like ICR will conduct every year.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
for enlightening us with your information regarding this topic. Thank you, sir. Carrying forward the workshop, now I request Mr. Devantu Burman. He has done MSc Aquaculture from Belgium. He is an entrepreneur and a well-known fisheries expert in the field of sustainable aquaculture. He has more than 12 years of working experience in aquaculture industry. He has worked in various leading positions of global intern business firms in India and Bangladesh. He has also worked in NGOs like Don Bosco. He is regarded as an expert in starting new business ventures in developing countries and underdeveloped countries. Sir.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sir, for your first question is, how do we proceed to be an entrepreneur in animal sector? And can you suggest some ideas in this sector for startup?
I can say for this, all the people like who are listening to me, is that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need two things. One is your vision should be very clear, what you want to be in your life. You want to be a scientist, you want to be a ARS professional, you want to be a higher educationist, or you want to be a farmer with an entrepreneur approach by which you can earn money. So once your approach is clear, you should jump into entrepreneur. But you are studying and you are also looking for earn money by entrepreneurship, that is very hard. So dedicate yourself what you want and ask yourself how best you can make your, shape your life. So that's the first answer of your question. Second was, he was asking about the possibility of animal sector. If you today, if you see, there are so much of schemes, so much of, startup funding, so much of innovations are going on, only agriculture allied and, animal husbandry sector, and more especially for last few years in fisheries. So if you are very dedicated enough, and if you know some of your innovations which can be into commercial line of applications, you should take it forward, make into a kind of a product, try to connect to the industry expert and take your venture into a bigger scale. Even nowadays, we can think about, Startup India schemes. Then we have Invest India organizations. We have NCDC. We have NABARD. We have so many of government agencies who are prioritize such kind of innovations and make those innovations into a channelized form of commercialization. So I believe now time has come where our students should not be keep them inside the study room. Come out of your study room, understand what the industry needs, what the consumer needs, and based on the consumer needs and understanding, you start creating your venture.
Yes, sir. So next question is how to develop agribusiness properly. Like when we start, we are always confused, like how to proceed from zero to...
See, I can give you my example itself. I think in these questions, I'm basically from Northeast. I'm from Tripura, and I have left Tripura, then I came to West Bengal. For me, it was a very new state, though the language is same. But, to put my footprints in this particular new state, first I have started working with 2-3 companies, try to understand the market, try to understand the customer build, try to understand the consumer behavior. Then once I worked 5 years in West Bengal, then slowly I understand, okay, I can also start my venture the way what I am offering to other company. Then slowly I start my company, and last 5 years I run my own organization's name as Aqua Doctor Solutions. And I always believe like everybody as a human nature, we always wants to be, very close to our family, very close to our society, very close to our friend circle. Come out of that. If you come out of that, then you can do lots of innovations, because once you are hungry, you can create innovations. When you are not hungry, you cannot create innovations. So once that mind set up, you should go out of this, our agriculture allied sector, we can do many things. Nowadays, people sometimes call me and ask me, sir, do you have job offers with you? I say, yes, I do have job offers, but can you just tell me what best you can offer to me? I can give a job, but let me know like what best things you can offer to me. Somebody say, I can work for you 24 hours, but I say, this is not the right answer. But the understanding is you love to give lots of love to your profession, dedicate to your professions, and you should also see your growth along with working while working in the same sector in a diverse manner.
Sir, please enlighten us with information regarding entrepreneurship startup policies.
I will tell you in startup policies, few of them I can talk about on fisheries. Now this NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation, they have one exclusive fisheries incubation center in Sector 18, Gurgaon, which called Linak Institute. If anybody of any fisheries students after completion of graduations, they want to take a incubation center, 60 days a course, they will be get per month more than 10,000 of stipend. And also once they complete the 60 days course, they will be making one project, and that project will be in pitching and all stuff. And if they got selected, they may get even 25 lakhs rupees of grant even. Then there is a MSME, MSME funds are there under MSME Hython. It's happen every year. So in that also you can get lots of government grants starting from 5 lakhs even to more than 50 lakhs. Then we have now NFDV also come up with lots of PMSY scheme. If you are a fisheries entrepreneur, you can also come up with the Matsya Seva Kendra, which any kind of fisheries field of professional can take that and can come up into that Matsya Seva Kendra, where soil, water testing, microbiological testing, and also training facilities, you can start doing it. So I will request you, all the fisheries people, all the graduates of agriculture allied, think such way that you can merge your ideas, like somebody of agriculture, horticulture, veterinary, fisheries, all together come into and make small consultancy group in each state level and try to work in a bigger area of operation of your particular state, and your particular state should get benefited on that. So one small suggestion will be, we have like in human sector, doctors on call. Like whenever we feel emergency, doctors on call, doctors on, ambulance, okay, is there. But in agriculture is so big, and our country earn almost 50% of its revenue from agriculture allied sector, but till today there is no doctors on call. We are the doctors, we are studying in the institute, but we are not into field yet. So we should come into the field and think such a way that we should come up into a diverse field of activities and diverse field of actions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us the answers of our questions. It was a very valuable session with you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now I will hand over the stage to Sai Shraddha Panda. She is a member NAAC All India Agriculture Student Association. Thank you. You are not audible. Say Sudha.
Am I audible, Ninad?
Yes, now you're audible. Please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ninad. So moving ahead, our next topic of discussion for now is industry. And for this, we have Mr. Ankit Soni. He is industry representative of AIASA, and currently he is working as a corporate sales manager in Jubilant Ingredient Limited. Sir, I welcome you. I request you to enlighten us about this topic. With your due permission, I have few questions. May I present it, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. So our first question is, apart from PG and PhD, what are the other opportunities are there that we can pursue for our academic career and so that we can get a good job also?
Okay. Should I start?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Ankit Soni this side, and let me complete my introduction first. So I am an agriculture graduate, and I have done my MBA in agriculture business management from Schwartz, Allahabad. And still I am having a 7-year plus experience and working as a corporate sales manager in Jubilant Ingredient Limited. And I have been associated with AIASA from like more than 10 years. And I would like to answer your question now that there are many future options that you can carry after the completion of your PhD or PG program, that you can apply for a scholar and for a TA and for a RA, research assistant, technical assistant. And there are two choices basically. If you want to go into the research field, then you must try to go into the R&D field, and you can pursue your career there. And if you want to do some sales and marketing like things, so you can go into corporate, because this is the vast growing sector. And for agriculture student, there is a very simple thought that, because as you know that there is a many companies which are working into agriculture, and they requires a lot of man force, because our job is very practical job. So you can apply into many companies like Nestle, Dabur, Amul, Mother Dairy. There are many sectors where you can apply. I have also prepared a PPT in which I can show you the companies from where you can apply. So there is a vast, and there is not any specific courses, because if you are having your degree as well, so you can apply only from that level. And after completion of your specialization, as you go into the official, and after that you can complete many courses like Six Sigma and QSMS, FSMS, QSI, according to the demand of your work environment.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, as you have mentioned R&D labs, so our next question is related to that only. And it is about the job opportunities in R&D labs and in agriculture and
Yeah.
So what are the job opportunities that we have?
As I have mentioned you, there are research assistants, and there are many openings in new product development that can be carried for the students who comes from R&D. So in every company, there is a one separate R&D. Like in our company, Jubilant Ingredient Limited, we have office of R&D in Sector 62, like Chemin, Alltech, Biotech, Biomin, Syngenta, Bayer. Every company has their own R&D. So as you completed your MSc, after that you can go into their R&D center. So the job profile is very simple. It is mentioned as like RA, TA, and like research associated with like this specializations, and this mechanization is required. So there are many options in corporate. Hello, I think your video got stuck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, you are audible. There is no
problem.
Yeah,
I am audible. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me explain by PPT. Like that will be more useful. Can I share, Vivek?
Yes, sir. Please share.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is disabled. From my hand, it is not showing. Okay, I can answer your next question because I think it's not sharing.
Okay, sir.
Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay. No problem. You can ask your question. I can answer that only.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So the next question is that if there is any seed or agricultural company which are supporting or funding or giving scholarships to PhD students for research collaboration in their university.
Yeah, there are many companies like that only. If you have heard of Mahindra has launched Samriddhi. Samriddhi is their startup in agriculture segment that's also provides scholarship and many opportunities for agriculture sector. And there is also ITC. ITC helps to provide scholarship and courses and job opportunities for agriculture students. Our company is also providing internships for the agriculture student after completing their graduation. So there are many companies which are offering that, and if you go to Syngenta, Bayer, they are also having summer internship program and after graduation programs, which gives you 1 or 2 months basic training. After that, you can join the company. You can use the environment for seeing the future opportunities like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I also wanted to tell from my side, because
yes,
I received queries from many of the students, like what are our scope in the agriculture industry and how we can go through. So basically what I want to suggest, because there are many students who are attending this seminar, so I would like to say just 1 minute.
So you may share
Is
the
it visible
yes,
now?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So I have prepared this PPT on the topic of career counseling and opportunities for agriculture and allied graduates. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So generally, the most question which comes from students is what is the scope of freshers in this industry? Like we have completed our BSc, we have completed our MSc. So what's next? How we can go and how we can develop our future in industry? So what I tell is there are some of industry requirements which they want to gain from you. Like if you completed your BSc, so they want you should have delivery of knowledge of courses is required. Like if you are completing your BSc agriculture, after that there are many questions come, like what are the trace minerals required in the soil, what are the crop factors, and what are the seasonal factors. So you should know your 4 years degree program, 2 years master degree program syllabus very well and very well aware of it, because that is only going to help you after getting your job, because they will ask the simple questions which were related to your syllabus, which were related to your past experiences of learning. After that, there is a very, very important 3 communications which are required. First is better verbal communication. You have to speak yourself very well. You should know the things, how you gonna tell, how you gonna practically said your talks. MS Office skills. MS Office is requiring, and it is very mandatory in working in any corporate. You should have your hand hold in MS Office very well. After that, confidence level on your answer. Whatever you wanted to say confidently, so that the client, the customer will get affected and will get impressed from your communication. And these are the 3 things which every company wants. Suppose you said to me, like, which are the opportunities which after completing your graduation or post-graduation? I must say, before that, you should know these 3 things. If you're going to interview in any company, you should know these three things: company history, company background, like when company started, how company growing, and what company expanding, and company's product, what are the products of that particular company. Like if you are going to interviewing in Amul, so you should know that which brand of dahi, which brand of ghee they are offering, what are the categories, and company's latest news, like in what company is doing very latest and what is the best thing in which they are very well. So these things you should know very well. These are the three factors wherever you go in your life, not only completing after graduation, after completing your half of the career, you should know these three things when are you going to interview in any other company. And these are the things like how basic knowledge of company, that how companies works. Like some of the companies in manufacturing, some other company is in sales and marketing, some other companies in selling seeds. So you should know that what company are doing, what are their work, and how their company structure is. Company structure is like they are working in which states, they are working in nationalized, and from where they are picking the most chance, and company specialty, in which sector company is specialized. Like you said to me, you asked to me that you wanted to go into R&D. So what are the ways for MSc student to go there? So company specialty, if you know the company specialty, then you should identify where you can apply. From there only you will get your answer, that which if suppose there are many companies in the market, but some of the companies only works on R&D. Some of the company only works on selling seeds. So if you know company specialty before, you can apply there. So there will be so many chances of you to get selected and to get your dream job. And these are the things: basic knowledge of work, the company came for the filling of the position, what the company wants, what company came to pick up you. Because this is the very basic question. If you require their eligibility, you will get to kick that opportunity that time only. And roles and responsibilities of that post. What are the roles and responsibilities are required? So what I wanted to tell you, that you should be acknowledged and you should be prepared with these things on your handhold. After that, you can be, your practice is half done. And there are many questions that say that, sir, we have completed our degree, but where we find our opportunities, how we can apply, and how would we know that what are the offerings in the market? So there are many career pathways. Like you can see on the system, I have picked some of the pathway system, like plan system. According to your choices, according to your demands, you can select the pathways. Like if you have good knowledge of fertilizer and chemicals, you can go for agrochemical and agri-input industry. If you are an animal husbandry student or MSc dairy technology, you can go for dairy industry, farm management. Envir service system is also there, in which many government and private association involved. Food product and processing system like Dabur, Nestle, Haldiram's. Power structure and technical. These are the most demanding field. Technical artificial intelligence system, in which sensor technology is used for irrigation, and sensor technology is used for many things. Agribusiness system, which involved in selling and buying procuring of agriculture commodities, like ITC is doing very widely for flour, and you can say that in many things, dals, FMC. And this is the question. People ask for, sir, what's the company name? Which company is the best company for doing a private job? So there is not any company, because every company is doing very good and very big. As you know, the grocers, it will come like 5 years ago, and it is a big name now in e-commerce company. So choices can be made by individual. Every company is best, and every company is growing company, because agriculture is a vast sector and it is growing day by day. So according to your choice, according to your interest, you select your career pathway and prepare yourself, as I said, for verbally MS Office, basic things. You prepare yourself for basic things. that will gonna help you to achieve your job. After getting into a job, you decide for where you wanted to grow. So this is the all I wanted to say. And as I said, I believe in you all. So good luck for the good future. And thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us. Moving ahead, our next topic is career opportunities in agribusiness management. And for this, now I will request Mr. Krishna Singh, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible, sir. Mr. Krishna Singh is a scholar. Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Krishna Singh is a scholar in agribusiness management. He attained his master's degree from CCS National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, Jaipur. Throughout his academic journey, he engaged in esteemed internships, including Niti Aayog and renowned multinational corporations. Presently, he is working at Ola, a Singapore-based multinational conglomerate operating across 65 plus countries. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to the workshop. I appreciate the opportunity to learn from the esteemed stakeholders which are here and speakers and be part of such a valuable event. I am also grateful for the AIASA team to organize this. So we can move ahead with the questions which are there for the evening students.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. May I, sir?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. So our first question is, and it's a very straightforward question, that how to build a career on our own related to agriculture without any higher investment.
Sure. So this is a very prominent question, and most of the youths that have taken agriculture as their graduation or during the higher school studies, they have taken agriculture. So what I understand is building a career on your own means to develop a business in agriculture. So at present time, as we all know, the government is promoting startups and providing various financial assistance through these schemes to the agribusiness students so that they can have better stability in the future in their startup or the business. We also have various incubation centers and different agriculture universities and institutes which provide mentorship, financial assistance, and market access to the students. And these agribusiness incubation centers play a very important role in developing the business for the students or the stakeholders who are involved in the business. And if you want to see that from my institute only, from where I did my post-graduation, we have NIAM Agribusiness Incubator, which provides seed funding up to 5 lakh rupees for the ideation, and then thereon it provides another 20 lakh, in total 25 lakh for startups if they want to do something in agribusiness.
Thank you, sir. Our next question is, so it's about the internships, or what kind of internships should we pursue to improve our CV or resume?
Okay, so let me bifurcate this question into two. See, if someone joins agribusiness management, then there is a proper allotment of summer internship program during the course period, wherein students undergo internship at various reputed companies or various financial institutions or organizations, government institutions, and this period lasts up to 1 or 2 months. So therein they get exposure to the corporate world and how the government organization works. They also get chance to interact with farmers, dealers, retailers. They learn a lot new era of the business, what is happening in the business. They get to know about it. Apart from this, ABM students also get opportunity to have live projects in these reputed companies. So if someone who is not part of the ABM course, various government organizations like Niti Aayog, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. They have opened their doors to agriculture students to provide internship in these institutions. And if we talk about the ABM students or the students who are belonging to agriculture background, they can also get opportunity to work in to get the internship from the corporate companies. They can directly get in touch with the HR team of these companies and can ask for the internship opportunities, or can get touch in on LinkedIn. If they have a very wide network, they can get in touch with the other HR which are present on LinkedIn. And the companies can be from agri input to agri consulting, agri commodities. If we talk about agri input, we have Bayer, BASF, Syngenta, UPL, and many more which provide internship. If we talk about agri commodities, we have Archer Daniel Midland, ADM, Byers, Bungees, Cargill, Lewis Dreyfus Corporation. So we have this. And talking about my company, wherein I am a management trainee right now, we also have internship options which are open to agriculture students. For agri consulting companies like PwC, EY, KPMG, Deloitte, they also give opportunity options wherein students get to work with the live central agriculture products which are currently being executed throughout the country. I hope this answers the second question.
Okay. Sorry, sir, there was a network error.
Sure. So was I able to answer the second question? Was it audible or not, or do I need to
Yes,
answer?
it was audible. It was network issue on my side, sir. Sorry,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Happens.
So may I proceed further, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. So our next question is about the basic requirements and what are the opportunities for agribusiness in India.
Okay, so if you talk about agribusiness management course, so if I get a little in detail about it, so it all starts with you have a graduation degree. Then and there you can apply for management entrance exams, which are conducted in India, namely Common Admission Test, which is known as CAT, and that is the mother of all exams, the management entrance exam, followed by XAT, Xavier Aptitude Test, Common Management Admission Test, CMAT. We have Management Aptitude Test, MAT, and Symbiosis conducts its own management entrance exam, which is known as SNAP. And then we have IIT, Indian Institute of Foreign Trades, which also conducts its own exam. So talking about CAT, before pandemic, it used to be a 3-hour paper, wherein there were 120 questions, but now due to post pandemic, now it has been a 2-hour exam, and the question has also been reduced. Now there are only 66 questions. 24 questions are from VRC section, that is verbal ability and reading comprehension. And then we have 20 questions from data interpretation and logical reasoning. And 22 questions are from quantitative aptitude, quantitative ability also, quantitative aptitude. So plus 3 marks for every correct options and -1 for every negative answer. So these exams are generally conducted between the period of November to January. And once you go through these exams, then you get scores. And if you get good scores, you can apply for different colleges individually, apart from IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Lucknow, which takes the CAT exam scores only. So you don't need to apply from it. And if you there are various agribusiness management colleges, which are like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Lucknow, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing, Jaipur, from where I did my post-graduation. And then we have Manage Hyderabad, Irma Anand, Symbiosis colleges, which also provides agribusiness management course. And then we have IABM Bikaner and other institutes like Benicom. So generally, this course lasts for 2 years and it's a fully residential program. The reason why I took all these colleges' name is because these colleges guarantee 100% placement, and until the last students are placed, companies are called. So they have 100% placement policy. So after application to these institutes, they have either general discussion or analytical written test followed by personal interview, and then you get the merit list. And once you are selected in the merit list, you can have your 2 years agribusiness management course. Post this course, during the final year, there are companies wherein the students are placed, and these companies are like the top agri companies which are performing in throughout the world. And the designation which is offered is management trainee, or like positions like sales executives also, or sales trainee, management trainee in the top companies. And if you talk about the government positions, so we have cooperative institutes as well as government institutes wherein you get the management trainee positions, same as the private sector. And those companies are like IFCO, NAFED, NDDB, National Dairy Development Board, and even like agri insurance company, which is a totally government position. So you get a management training position there in there itself also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for providing us a brief knowledge about the topic.
Yeah, to add on to this,
yes, sir.
If some just a minute, if someone wants to have a detailed knowledge about this or detailed information regarding this, I would be sharing my LinkedIn profile, wherein you can get in touch with me and can get complete information regarding agribusiness management.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It will be a great help, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So moving ahead, our next topic is agricultural engineering. And for this, we have Dr. M.L. Gaur. He finished his master's and doctoral in hydrology from IIT Roorkee in the year 2000. He has 4 decades of multifarious working experience. He is working as professor at Anand Agriculture University, Gujarat. Welcome you, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
I'm sorry, actually, there was some communication gap. Just I got the email. So just shifted myself to this. Okay. So can we come directly to the questions?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
Yeah.
Should I present it, sir?
Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. So the first question is it worth to go for BTech in agriculture engineering over BSc agriculture?
It's very good. And you know, how many participants are there, madam? Can I know the number of participants right now? 77, I think. Somewhere around 70 plus.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yes. You know, engineering can never be, questioned, because scientists, researchers can innovate and engineers can do it. They do it. How to make it possible. So agriculture engineering is no problem. It's no doubt it is one of the best option since last decades. But now the things have changed. We are entering in a new digital era, and agricultural engineering is the only branch which has holes in it to move into many disciplines. You can be civil, you can be electrical, you can be mechanical, you can be management, you can be forest, you can be whatever you want. Otherwise, else engineering branch are not able to do that, because you are dealing with many branches of the engineering, isn't it? So now I'm coming to the question. Agriculture itself has been modified a lot. Earlier it was an art, only art of growing the grains so that we cannot die. Okay, then it becomes science. Agriculture became science to grow the crop with some good scientific input. Then afterward, it became the technology with new invention of the engineering and all these things. And after technology, it became the, some kind of management, a good management of agriculture systems. But now, since last 1 or 2 years, it is being designated as a business. It is one of the biggest business of the world. Agriculture is the biggest business of the world. And I challenge, if you have a business of tractor, if you have a business of car, you can put one car, you will get one car. It is the business where you put one grain, you will get 1,000 grains. You invest one grain in the soil and you will harness 1,000 grains. Can you imagine any industry, any business other than that? So this is a unique business being considered by the world. So when it is a business, certainly agricultural engineering is the way to do the business. because we have to produce, we have to process, and we have to market. So that question doesn't arise. Agricultural engineering is always the shearing force. And this is more important because of one more reason. Now there is a new education policy. There is no barrier between the subject. You can move from any subject to any subject. So the comparing of agriculture, fishery, agriculture engineering, civil engineering, or history or art is gone. Now days are gone. Anybody can do anything. So please don't feel that you have any problem in agriculture engineering. Rather, you have many scope in the agriculture engineering.
Thank you, sir. And now comes the question is how to choose between agriculture engineering and other engineering branches.
I covered a part of this question in my first question itself. In India, there are many IITs. If you consider the IITs, the doctoral and master's scholars, because I did my PhD 25 years back. At that time, no agriculture engineer was allowed to go in the engineering science. But, when I did my PhD, my batchmate was professor, Infosys chairman, Narayana Murthy. We got degree together in 2000. You can imagine at the time Infosys was being grown. Now, in most of the IITs of the country, you will find agriculture engineers. Not one civil engineer can go anywhere. He can enter in only civil branch. But agriculture engineers are entering in a variety of ways across the IIMs, Indian Institute of Technology. They are working in the water, energy, processing, food, process, then management, then natural resource management, then forestry, and then also the biosystems. And, there are no list that can be ended. So agriculture engineering is certainly coming in a big way, but we have to change our mindset and definition. It is not only farm machinery, soil water, or processing. Now it is total biosystem. You have to control whole biosystem. Whatever link of the biosystem requires engineering, you do it. For agriculture engineering, it is not a theory of half filled glass and half empty glass. It is known as the glass is half filled. Somebody will say half filled and half empty. No. For agriculture engineering, it is how to redesign it. Whether it is half filled or half empty, it doesn't matter. You have to redesign your glass. You have to redesign the system. You have to understand the problem of agriculture sector, then convert the problem into good solutions with least cost by making a fusion of modern language, modern science, and the traditional language and traditional science. Now there is an era of digital era. You have to move from from mechanical to digits. Everything is digital. Drone, digital, these sensors. These are the new dimension of the agriculture engineering. So certainly many civil engineers are coming in the agriculture engineering branch now. Many mechanical engineers are moving in the agriculture engineering sector. So this sector is rather certainly better than all the sector of engineering. And I advise all the students, please change your mindset. You are not only tractor or farm machine. You are an engineer to solve some problem of the agriculture. Is it? Now, I like to add one more thing. In India, I'm repeating, in India, first time our university has started a course which is an example for you people. It is a 4-semester Master of Science in Agricultural Data Analytics. In that course, whole 1 semester, students will be remaining in the Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar. The next semester will be with the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun. And the 3rd semester will be Agriculture University. And then there will be a fusion, how to use the agriculture data with the modern kind of Python, R, and some of the techniques. So time has come where we are fusing together. The students are moving from one institute to another institute, and there is no barrier in between that, is it? So please don't segregate yourself that you are agriculture engineer. You have to work with many branches, many universities, many clients, then only you will come out with a polished engineer. So there is a lot of scope is there in agriculture engineering as compared to the other branches of engineering. You can enter in their branches, but they cannot enter in their branches. A civil engineer cannot come in agriculture engineering. A mechanical cannot come easily, but you can go anywhere. This is the plus point. So this is a very growing branch. And my experience of last 40 years says that I did my BTech in 1983 somewhere, you know, and I've seen the journey in last 3-4 years. A lot of scope is there. So please broaden your mindset. Don't be confined within the agriculture. Now there is no anything agriculture. You have to be across the all sectors to work together.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as you have mentioned about the scopes, so the next question is regarding the job opportunities, either after BTech or MTech or PhD.
Yeah, splendid job opportunity. You know, if I list the name of the institutions or name of the departments where agriculture engineers are not there, I'm giving you some example. In Gujarat or even in any part of the world, you will find agriculture engineers in police. It looks very odd how policemen in forest, IFS, IAS, IPS, warehousing, watershed managers, catchment modelers, reservoir operations, water resource engineers, irrigation, drainage, farm machinery, tractors, food safety, food engineering, food, FCI and biosystems, agricultural systems, any sector which deals with the rural and agriculture or the industry has a scope for agriculture engineering. Now the biggest scope is coming in terms of data. Data is coming as a big science now in the country, in the world. The data is now they're talking of data farming. There's no agriculture farming. Data, because data creates information and information creates knowledge and knowledge creates wisdom. So we are lack of these things. Our data is very poor. We have plenty of data, but how to gather it, how to process it, how to immerse some information from that, and how to work out the policy for that. For that part, Planning Commission, Niti Aayog, everybody is working for some of the engineers, agriculture engineers, who can play with the data of agriculture. Data is there, but nobody is there to process it. So data processing, data engineering is coming in a big way, where we don't find any candidate. So please choose your master's program or your doctoral program in such a way that it is working on something new that is being immersed. And new things are, the measurements, the data, the digital, the drones, what kind of new things are coming. You try to take your master's program or your PhD program in that modern line of working. So you will be polished agriculture engineer. Don't go traditional that I am designing a tractor, I am designing irrigation system. वो चला गया, बहुत हो गया. Now it is of no use. It is gone now. You have to be smart. Country is becoming smart, so you must become smart. So smart solutions, smart HR and smart agriculture engineers are those who can do the things with the means of modern knowledge of science, digits, sensors, and your mind outlook to see the problem worldwide. Is it? You have to create some tailor-made solutions. आप अपना शर्ट पहनते हो तो उसके लिए आपका डायमेंशन लेना पड़ता है पहले, फिर शर्ट बनती है. So you first take the dimension of the problem. Where you are working, where you want to go, what is the major problems? Try to make a matrix of problems, derive solution, and do your master's and PhD only for those kind of solutions where demand is there in the market. So demand-driven graduates, postgraduates will be having a very good scope in the coming time. Else, what will happen? You can get your MTech PhD, you beat your drum, somebody else will come from the mechanical, electrical, and they will take the job away. You have to make yourself smart enough to go with the new trends rather than the traditional way. I'm sure I'm able to touch some of the points. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If there are some any formal questions, this looks to be very formal questions. Informal question from anybody you can ask. That will be a good, something. They look theoretical questions, but come out some practical question. If somebody is interested to ask anything, free mind, I can share. I can answer my answer.
Sir,
my experience.
Sir, please give me the information regarding renewable energy technologies college in our country.
Yeah, this is coming in a big way. Renewable energy is coming in a big way, and Gujarat has taken a lead in that. We have a college, separate college of renewable energy engineering. You can get degree of BTech renewable energy. It is available in Dantewada Agriculture University, and demand is too much, isn't it? So this way, but problem is that we are segregating the sciences. Now, one more new thing I like to add with you. In new education policy, NEP 2020, the things are totally changed. नॉलेज केवल बीटेक एमटेक के पास है ऐसा नहीं है, नॉलेज फार्मर के पास भी है, नॉलेज डिप्लोमा होल्डर के पास भी है, नॉलेज आईटीआई वाले के पास भी है, लेकिन उस नॉलेज को आपने बाइफरगेट कर दिया है, बीच में लाइन खींच दी है। अभी एक बुक मैंने लिखी है जिसको कि अभी यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री में रिलीज किया है, चीफ मिनिस्टर ने रिलीज किया है गुजरात में। वहां गुजरात में एग्रीकल्चर इंजीनियरिंग में पॉलिटेक्निक भी होता है, 3 इयर्स का पॉलिटेक्निक, 3 इयर्स प्रोग्राम, एंड पॉलिटेक्निक से डायरेक्ट आप डिग्री में आ सकते हैं, D2D। आपने 3 साल का डिप्लोमा किया और आप बीटेक के सेकंड ईयर में डायरेक्ट आ जाओगे, तो आपका 1 साल बच गया। तो उस पॉलिटेक्निक एजुकेशन को कैसे जोड़ा जाए डिग्री एजुकेशन से? हमारे यहाँ डिप्लोमा करके PhD तक पहुंच गया बंदा, ARS तक पहुंच गया है। सो आपको लोअर एजुकेशन को हायर एजुकेशन से लिंक करना है, तो उसके लिए ये बुक को देख के प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफिस से और नीति आयोग से एक इंडिया लेवल की कमेटी बनी, ऑल इंडिया लेवल की, जिसमें हमारे VC और हम लोग थे। तो पूरे कंट्री के लिए पेपर बनाया गया, एक पॉलिसी पेपर, कि लेट अस हैव पॉलिटेक्निक इन एग्रीकल्चर इंजीनियरिंग इन ऑल द स्टेट्स ऑफ द कंट्री, और अभी वो बिहार शुरू हो गया है। तो आपको ये देखना है कि डिग्री इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, जॉब इंपॉर्टेंट है। आपको लोअर एजुकेशन पे भी आप काम कर सकते हो, हायर एजुकेशन पे भी काम कर सकते हो, और आप सब्जेक्ट का कोई इशू नहीं है, कोई भी सब्जेक्ट का आदमी किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में काम कर सकता है। अभी वो बैरियर्स खत्म हो गया है, तो स्कोप काफी अच्छा है। बस सिर्फ जरूरत यह है कि आपको अपना माइंडसेट चेंज करना है, आपके शूज चेंज हो रहे हैं तो आपको अकॉर्डिंगली अपने लेग को उसमें फिट करना है। ठीक है, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के बहुत कोर्सेज हैं, IIT दिल्ली में है, वहां भी काफी इसका इंपॉर्टेंट सेटअप है, तो आप कर सकते हो, काफी डिमांड है उसकी। सोलर हो, चाहे बायोमास का रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी हो, बायोगैस हो। हेलो हेलो,
I hope you.
Is it okay, dear? Whosoever asked the question.
Yes, sir. Okay, it is okay. Okay. Thank you.
Madam, I request you to please share my contact number and email to all the participants, so they can write directly to me, because I'm not a I was a scientist in ICAR for 25 years. Then with the aim how to bring the research into classroom, I took retirement from there and I became the professor. Then I became the principal and dean. I developed a new college of agriculture engineering in Godhra. 7 years I was dean there. So रिसर्च अपनी जगह चल रही है, एजुकेशन अपनी जगह चल रही है, रिसर्च को क्लासरूम में कैसे लाया जाए वो इंटरेस्ट था। तो वो जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करने के लिए आई एम गोइंग टू रिटायर इन फ्यू मंथ्स, बट आई लाइक टू हैव कनेक्शन विद यू। माई सेल्फ एंड डॉक्टर सहदेव सिंह, वी यूज्ड टू बी टुगेदर, हम लोग सेम बैचमेट्स हैं ARS में, हम लोग साथ में रहा करते थे बहुत पहले। तो ये एक हमारा एक इच्छा है कि यंग जनरेशन के लिए हम जैसे ओल्ड लोग जो रिटायर हो जाएं आपको कुछ देते रहें। So for that purpose, I request you please share my number and the email so I can be of useful for those who need my help. Thank you very much.
Definitely, sir. We have 2 more hands are raised.
Okay, please.
Somi Chaudhary, would you like to ask your question? Or anyone, if you have any query, you may ask.
My email, my contact number will be with you through Ms. Panda. So you can write freely. You feel free to write me and I will be answering, no problem. Also. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, this is Dr. Vinod from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University.
Great.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is, you have told for the after completion of for the ITA students, they can also pursue for the BTech Agriculture Engineering or Renewable Energy.
Yes.
Is there any GO, sir? Actually, in Tamil Nadu, there is no such a cases. We are trying because in Tamil Nadu now they started for the diploma in agriculture.
See, I'm sharing one thing. There is one more unique course of BTech. You have listened about information technology. It's very common in all the university of the country. But it is only first time that we have started BTech in agricultural information technology. We have a separate college for it in Anand. BTech Agricultural Information Technology. So IT in agriculture, we have separate degree program. BTech, next year we are starting MTech and PhD also. And very high demand is there. Yeah. Students are getting a good 100% placement. Even 20-15 lakhs ka tak ka offer bachcho ko mil raha hai. Because IT is coming in a big way. So BTech in IT, and it is open to all the disciplines, not agriculture. Anybody can come. Your whatever discipline is there, you are allowed to go in that BTech course. So such kind of things are required actually in all the states, and in Tamil Nadu also. Tamil Nadu has good scope for that. You are right, very much right for that.
Yes, sir. Actually, in our students now, after completing diploma in agriculture, they can come and pursue for the BTech agriculture and information technology. As in second year, they can join second year directly.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way. But is that course is recognized by the state government?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then it is good. Then it is good. And we are sending it now to ICR to make accreditation of that course, so that they can be allowed for ARS and NET and everything here. But this course is very, very important, and all the best. Yeah, if it is there, you will be leading in that. Certainly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. May we have the next question?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Somi.
Yes, please.
So your contact details and mail ID has been shared, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So if any further question, I'll contact you, sir.
Okay, sure, certainly. Feel free. Because I'm free after a few months. Totally free for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for explaining things in a beautiful and a more simplified manner, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so moving ahead, our next topic is career opportunities in supply chain management. And for this, we have Mr. Siddharth Bhattacharya. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Siddharth Bhattacharya is a techno-commercial professional having domain expertise in agri-ICT commercialization, FPO formations, producer engagement, and developing industry-academia relationships. He is an agribusiness professional from ICAR, National Academy of Agricultural Research Management, Hyderabad, and currently working with IFCO Kisan in the capacities of lead partner relationships. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Pandaji, for welcoming me, and I would like to thank AIASA for inviting me as a panel member so that I can share some of the expertise that I have with the young agri-professionals or the budding or to-be agri-professionals who are going to be in the industry soon. Thank you to Vivek Saurabh, Chairman of AIASA, to the Advisor Board of AIASA, who have helped and who have asked me to join. I am once again thankful for inviting me. Yeah, please.
We are grateful to have you, sir. May I present the question, sir?
Before presenting the question, just a moment.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
Yeah, so before we come for the question, I would just like to have a small, either a presentation, you can say, to showcase as the topic is career opportunities in supply chain management. So actually, what is supply chain management and how the concept of traceability can be useful for the students? May I know, Pandaji, what is the audience mix from which domain people are here? Either they're students or agri-professionals. That will be helpful for me.
Undergraduates, PG, PhD, MSc, BTech from all the branches, sir.
Thank you. So I would just like to share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So once again, thank you for inviting. And since the topic is career opportunities in supply chain management, I would just like to tweak a bit by saying supply chain management is just a part of the entire agribusiness ecosystem. It has to be connected with various things. There have to be a starting point and there has to be an ending point. Then the concept of supply chain management holds. I, Siddharth Bhattacharya, I am currently working in IFCO Kisan as a lead partner relationships. And the division in which I'm working, that is agri-technology development. Many people or the audience or the house who is present here, there may be some kind of shock that how IFCO is doing agri-technology and how they have entered into agri-technology. And what is the role of agri-technology in the coming decade or in modern agriculture, so as to say. So this division was formed in the year 2019. And from last 4 years, we are consistently trying to democratize, to make the ICT tools or precision farming technologies reach to the last mile farmer of this nation. So when we say democratizing, we mean that it should be scalable. It should be in the hands of each and every farmer. And today, when a person sitting in Delhi, Chennai, Calcutta, Mumbai, if he is eating a grain of rice, he or she is eating one apple, a farmer face should reflect in that. That is the aim that we are trying to cater, or that is the aim that we have. So to do this, how this will be possible? This will be possible with a concept called end-to-end traceability model. Traceability क्या होता है? What is traceability? Today, as the modern agriculture era or the time has progressed from the older ages when agriculture was, a one-sided task. When production is done, it goes to the market, there has to be an auctioning, and whatever price the farmer gets, it is accepted. The person who is purchasing the produce, he has got no idea how a grain of rice or a grain of paddy has been formed, what journey that paddy grain has gone through, what journey the farmer has gone through, so that this grain has been formed. So whatever price it comes to their mind, they used to quote, and whatever price farmer gets, he realizes on the day of auctioning, they take and they go. But now this one-way blockade system has ended. When we say end-to-end traceability technology, that means from pre-sowing to post-harvest to market linkage, this chain has been connected. This chain has been connected through some unique kind of ICT technologies, some unique kind of AIML technologies, and which has helped not only the farmers, but the agribusinesses to see that how that journey of farmer and grain has traveled. We often say in industry, and there is always a burning topic, which says matching the aspirations of farmer and agribusinesses. As a buyer, agar main koi cheez khareedne jata hu, I would always wanted to have good quality thing in a low price. Mujhe achhi cheez chahiye, sasti cheez chahiye. As a seller, whenever I am going to sell something, I would always wanted to sell something at a very high price. So what used to happen earlier, what farmer was producing, he was expecting to get at a high price. Whatever I have produced, that should be sold at a high price. The agribusinesses and company, their aim was, whatever is kept in the market yard, I will purchase it at a best negotiated rate with high quality. So there is no aspirational match. How this aspirational match will happen? So to get this aspirational match, technology has come into the foray. Technology has come into the picture where what farmer is producing, at what stage crop is, what practices farmer has done, what input farmer has taken, how much cost component has gone, whether there are some climate or weather vagaries that has happened or not, everything is now traced. So the person who is sitting there to purchase something, he knows that what challenges and journey a grain or a farmer has traveled, which gives him a soft corner, or which gives him an idea that whenever he'll go and purchase something, he will have those chapters in mind that, yes, today I'm purchasing this basmati paddy, basmati rice, how difficult a farmer has, he has given certain inputs, he has fought the weather conditions to get this come into the market yard. And how it has been happening? It has been happening through this end-to-end traceability technology. So, as IFFCO, Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative, we all know from last 5 decades, IFFCO is serving the farmers of our nation, and more than 55 million farmers today are being served. Almost 45% of the Indian farming population, and more than 35,000 primary agriculture cooperative societies, through which, in backward linkage, what we say, input services, IFFCO is giving its best possible services to the farmers of our nation. But taking into consideration and not to limit IFFCO in input services, IFFCO has around 14 joint venture and subsidies. They are into diversified businesses. You all must have heard about IFFCO Tokyo, which is in general insurance. You all must have heard about IPL, in Indian Potash Limited, which is again into the input sector of potassic and phosphatic fertilizers. You must have heard about National Commodity Derivative Exchange, NCDX, which is a platform or an online platform for trading of grains and other commodities. Similarly, when in the year 2007, IFFCO thought, why not the agriculture expertise that IFFCO has, let it go and let it get democratized to all the farmers. In the year 2005-06, when telecom revolution or telecom infrastructure started to penetrate and mobile penetration started to happen in the rural parts of a country, then IFFCO and Bharti Airtel, they join hands together, and the company called IFFCO Kisan Sanchar was formed with a purpose that agriculture expertise IFFCO has, that should travel to all the farmers of this nation with one click. So there how IFFCO Kisan was formed. And from there, from mobile e-extension services to development of agri-technology division and to make it as a precision farming services, IFFCO Kisan has traveled this journey. So when we say precision farming, first of all, precision farming is a buzzword now. It is a buzzword nowadays. And everybody says I'm doing precision farming. Everybody says I'm into regenerative agriculture. Everybody saying I'm into climate technology. So when this word arises, the budding BSc Agri grads, or I can say the professionals or the academia person who are there, they must be thinking that why this precision farming buzzword is rising day by day today. And why people have suddenly started talking about only modern agriculture. So the reason behind that is, it is called site-specific farming, where we've used a technology that is called VRA technology, that is variable rate of application. Now, what is this variable rate of application? And why this site-specific concept or precision farming has suddenly started to boom? The reason is that when today we are thinking of doubling farmers' income, the farmers' income cannot be doubled only by increasing the revenue. It can be doubled by cost-saving practices. So precision farming is one of the technology which aims at optimizing the input use efficiency, which aims at reducing the overall cost of cultivation of a farmer, thereby giving him a higher realization. So in this, taking this concept further ahead, we, IFFCO Kisan, we started developing islands of excellences. And those islands of excellences are called modern smart farms. Now, what are these modern smart farms? These modern smart farms, you can say it works on the ratio of 1:100. One farm of 1 acre size, it has been developed with all the automated sensors. And by using those sensors, and these sensors are called ICT infrastructures. These ICT infrastructures, once it is developed or installed in 1 acre farm, they can empower or they can give intelligence to 100 acres nearby that farm. So that farm is called model representative farm, and that farm is known as a model smart farms. So for qualifying any technology or any farm to be called as a smart farm, what should be the technology stack? Or we call it as a tech stack, agri-tech stack. क्या tech stack होना चाहिए? क्या technology लगनी चाहिए so that you can categorize or name a farm as a smart farm? So first, we say in industry lingo or in industry language, because since students are there, it is important that people should understand or know what is the industry lingo, so that कल कोई company में जाता है, कोई बात करे तो उनको समझ में आना चाहिए. So we create digital twins. Digital twins create करना क्या होता है? That whatever is there on the ground, can we bring it on the system? Can we bring it on the mobile phones? Can we bring it on the web platform? Yes. So that is called digital mirroring or creating digital twins. So in the process of creating digital twins, the first thing that has to be done is mirroring or creating a twin of a farmer himself in the system. And how it will be done? We do digital profiling of farmers, taking KYC data or his or her information like name, crop, village, address, how many farmer members, how much he has studied, how many livestock he has, what kind of machineries they have. That digital profiling is done. Once that digital profiling is done, then what we do, we use another technology which is called geofencing. आप सभी लोगों ने fencing कराते ही होंगे field में. It is, सब कोई fencing कराता है, physical fencing कराता है. Geofencing is called virtual fencing. By taking the latitude, longitude of a land parcel, we try to connect that land parcel and we try to fence it. Once that land parcel is connected, it is fenced. Then what happens? It gets connected to another technology. That another technology, which itself is an art, and nowadays it has been extensively used in agriculture systems of our country, that is remote sensing technology. Remote sensing technology, although it is used from long time in defense sector, in marine sector, but in agriculture systems and in agriculture technology or in agri forums, nowadays remote sensing technologies have come. And this is one of the components which gives the element of crop monitoring. This is one of the key components for establishing this end-to-end traceability model in the entire supply and value chain. So so the process is taking the KYC data of a farmer, doing digital profiling, connecting the land parcel with our remote sensing services. Once the remote sensing services, it is connected, then of a particular farmland, the past 10 years historical data somebody can see. पिछले 10 साल में आपके खेत में क्या इनपुट गया है, आपने कौन सी क्रॉप ग्रो की है. In one click, a farmer, he or she can see that. And not only the historic data, the forewarning data. Forewarning मतलब जो forecast data भी farmer देख सकता है. Every 15 days, there are certain reports or satellite imagery reports which showcases that what is the current condition of your crop, what stage crop is going through, what are various different level of stress factors that the crop is facing, and where is the exact area where these stress factors are, and how much input of a farmer he or she should add in that, so that in that particular area, the stress factor may be covered. Sometimes it happens, we're not able to see various stress factors from our naked eye. There are certain hidden anger or some hidden stress factors which comes in the crop. So with these modern technologies, it is easy to assess, it is easy to identify those hidden stress factors and guide the farmer. We all know that, pest and diseases and crop and yield, these are the two components in which the entire agriculture scenario for any farmer is based upon. So by using another technology by the name of vision technology, by using vision technologies, there is a concept called image recognition. What is image recognition? You all must have heard about a company called Plantix. इसमें क्या होता है? Whenever a farmer sees any kind of symptoms, कोई भी उसने pest देखा, कोई भी उसने disease symptom देखा, there are any stress factors which farmer sees on the ground, or any agri professional who is going on the ground, they can just click a photo of that stress or that part of the plant, and within few seconds, the machine, after retrieving the image, it goes through various machine learning stacks, and it matches these image with the existing machine learning or data stack, and these things happen in milliseconds. And within second, a call goes to the farmer saying that, Priya Kisan Bhai, in your field, A, B, C, D stress factors are there. And to cure those stress factors, to cure these diseases, you need to apply MNOQ medicine, or MNOQ inputs need to be added. So just imagine that now agri-technology has moved into such modern era that with one click from the mobile phone, farmer can understand that what disease or what symptoms their crop is going through. So this is the pest and disease factor that has been covered. And then as we say that if there is no yield, there is no use of all these modern agri equipments. So to get a better yield, there is continuous simulation models that are done. These are called crop simulation modelings. And by these crop simulation modelings, it says that if today a particular farmer, he is giving A, B, C, D input in their ground, after 120 days, he will achieve 8 to 10 quintals per acre. So we advise the farmer, we guide the farmer by saying, brother, you are giving A, B, C, D inputs on your ground currently. If you change a bit these input efficiency factors, you add different kind of inputs, or you reduce or some kind of inputs, it may be possible that after 120 days, you will achieve not 8 to 10 quintals, but 13 to 14 quintals. So now this yield factor is also covered. Then when I said that one smart farm can cater 100 acres, so how this 100 acres will be covered? This 100 acres will be covered, or this 1:100 concept will be fulfilled by installation of certain IoT-based sensors. Now, what is this IoT? IoT means Internet of Things. Whatever we are doing today, we are doing it via this webinar is also happening with one click, or with this, huge bandwidth that is existing in the system, right? So by these IoT, what we derive the concept that it should be a dual-ended data input and retrieval system. आप केवल data को receive ही नहीं करोगे, you can have the capabilities to give feedback, to give input back to the system. That is what IoT means. What happens earlier, it was a one-way system. Machine will give you information and you will act upon. But with the development of IoT-based sensors, what has happened? It is a two-way scenario. Machine will not only give the inputs, but it will also take input from the users. So these IoT-based sensors are installed on the ground. And what are these IoT-based sensors? They are basically of three levels: for weather, water, and soil. For weather, there is a concept or an infrastructure called AWWS, that is known as Automated Wireless Weather Stations. One automated wireless weather stations consists of 5 to 6 sensors. They are wind sensors, they are relative humidity sensors, they are solar irradiation sensors, they are soil moisture sensors, and there are water sensors. These 6 sensors that together form an automated wireless weather station. And if one automated wireless weather station is installed on the ground on a farm, it can cater 3 to 4 kilometers. And in standard agribusiness or agri systems we say that 1 kilometer covers around 100 acres of the land. So your weather, water, and soil component is covered. And this automated wireless weather stations, this gives an element of precision, because today we see that whatever weather information or climate information we get it maximum up to taluka level, block level. But with the installation of these automated wireless weather stations, hyper local weather, what is the weather or the microclimate above the leaf, below the leaf, that much of precision is attained through these automated wireless weather stations. Then there are certain MPSMS or AWD, that is alternate wet and drying, AWD, based soil moisture sensors, which are installed on the ground. The extent of technology has gone so far, and the work that we are doing, which we would like to expand in whole country today, that today a farmer, maybe of Gujarat, UP or Maharashtra, if he has come to Mumbai and he has his farmland in Solapur, with one click, he can start his drip irrigation system. That is called IoT-based automated drip irrigation system. And if suppose in 1 acre of his farmland, there are 3 valves, the system will automatically assess that which valve should be opened based on the soil moisture stress and crop moisture stress. अगर 3 valve हैं और 3 valve पूरे acre को cover करते हैं, maybe the area, the 2 valve area, the crops are there, that is only facing stress. And 1 valve area where the crops are there, they might not be facing water stress. So only that 2 valves will be opened, and it can be done in a blink of an eye with 1 click. So now again, water is also covered. And since we know after DGCA has given input, or they have allowed the use of drone technologies in agriculture, we IFCO along with government of Gujarat, in entire 32 districts, 32 blocks and 32 villages in more than 50,000 acres, we are carrying on this nano urea application through drone technology. Nano urea is again one of those modern agriculture, innovations in this decade that yes, in the coming days, it will have lots of benefits to the farmers. So without taking much further time, we need to understand one thing. Today we are feared. Today we feel challenges that what will happen. The generative AIs will take human jobs. These AIs will certainly snatch jobs of the people, and in various sectors we can see layoffs and other things are happening. But instead of fearing from the AI, we need to make it as a friend. And so we gave a concept of connecting AI to AI. That is, so ancestral intelligence to artificial intelligence. The farming community, the farmers of our country has a wonderful ancestral intelligence that is there with them. Let us connect it with the artificial intelligence, and let us help the farmers of our nation to get what he deserves with less input and high output. With this, I would like to stop my presentation, and I would like to thank everybody for giving a patient hearing, for listening me out, and I would be open for the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You have covered almost all the questions, but there is only one question we have. May I ask, sir?
Just one thing.
Yes,
if I can ask the administrator to stop sharing my screen, I couldn't share it. I couldn't close it. That will be better for me.
So you can click on stop sharing, sir.
It's actually not coming. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So the question is how to explain the farmers about the modern agricultural practices, and those who are, especially to those farmers who are very conservative about their traditional practices. So how to deal with them?
Oh, absolutely. I knew that this question will arise, because when we talk about modern agriculture practices, there are always resistance for change, and any change will always have a resistance without any question, right? So there we talk about a concept called digital inclusion. What is digital inclusion? Certain technologies, by taking into consideration the education level of our farmers, the resistivity towards this change, right? So we design the technologies in such form, it is gullible, it is adaptable by the farmer. A simple example, whatever these modern technology stack I have talked about, किसान को ये सब इतना नहीं बताना है, ये हमारे एग्री बिजनेस प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए है. This is for the budding students to know what output it will generate. That has to be conveyed in a simple language to the farmer. As I was talking about that when IFCO and Bharti Airtel join hands, the telecom giant and agriculture giant have joined hands with a purpose to make this agriculture information reach to the last mile farmer. We started with one very basic technology that is called OBDs, or outbound dialing calls, voice advisories and text advisories. Behind making that 1 minute voice and text advisory, it takes a lot of science, it takes a lot of technology. But what is the output? The output should go in an easy language to the farmer. So we have to keep this mind, we have to keep this social factor in mind, that the geography farmer belongs, his education level, what is the existing practices, and how to convince him by showcasing the result, what outcome it will fetch by using this technology, and by continuously pursuing. You cannot expect from an Indian farmer that today I am going and telling something and tomorrow he will adopt that technology. हमारे घर में कोई सेल्समैन आता है, हम यहाँ मॉडर्न दिल्ली, चेन्नई, कलकत्ता, बैंगलोर में बैठे हुए हैं, हम उसकी बात नहीं सुनते, उसको भगा देते हैं, कुछ बेचने आता है. How it is the only Indian farmers, एक इंडियन फार्मर के पास प्रतिदिन 50 कंपनी के लोग जाते हैं, 50 चीजें उसको बताते हैं. It is only the beauty of Indian farmer who listens, accepts. एक बार सुनता तो है कम से कम. तो हम एक्सपेक्ट ना करें उससे कि whatever new technology today I am saying, immediately in the next day he or she will adopt it. So to get these new technology concepts, or anything which is new to the farmer, it has to be pursued with continuous persuasion, continuous hand holding, and digitally inclusive technologies need to be told to the system. They cannot be exposed to high-end technologies immediately. कि मैं उसको तुरंत जाके automated wireless weather station दे देता हूँ, sensors दे देता हूँ, IoT based दे देता हूँ. It is of no use to them. उसको पहले समझाना है आराम से. उसको first slowly and steadily started with the voice messages, text messages, and introducing the new concepts slowly and steadily. Let first level of basic technology is getting absorbed by them. Let that get absorbed, then level up. So in this way, we can help to make even complex technologies reach to even, the angriest of the farmer, or the farmer who is against of using new things. I hope I can answer this question.
Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for the information that you have shared with us. It will definitely help us, sir. Now that we have covered almost all the topics, is there any question that anyone wants to ask? Because we have few questions with us that were shared in the chat box, sir. And I will request all the experts, if anyone wants to answer, please, sir. So we have few questions with us. It is about, so will you be able to tell when the certificate diploma course and the 6th Dean Committee based on NEP 2020 will come to action? It is a question with us. When the certificate diploma course and 6th Dean Committee based on NEP 2020 will come to action?
Yeah, actually this UGC have already notified, and for this exit option after 2 years, 3 years, and the 6th Dean Committee report has already been finalized and submitted to government, and it is at final considerations. So we expect that within 2 months it will be released, and then thereafter it will be implemented as per new education policy. So there will be provision that after 2 years they can have diploma, after 3 years they will have degree, after 4 years they have professional degree 4 years, and they can proceed further for PhD. In that there will be provision of research courses, and then directly they can proceed. So this will be applicable in the next academic year, because this academic year is already started now, and definitely it will take time to modify the courses, syllabus and others. So that will be applicable from next year itself. Though many of the university already started, and as per UGC notification, it is already there. But agriculture universities and National Agriculture Education System, the government universities, it will be applicable from, they will introduce from the next year onwards.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We have another question, that is, can you say your opinion on doing PG program in RIMT University in Punjab? About pursuing PG in RIMT University, Punjab.
Yeah, students can pursue PG program in any of the institutions. They must see the UGC recognition at the UGC website, and they should see the facilities as per Model Act 2023 issued by ICR. Now recent guidelines have come that for a college where one BSc agriculture program is there and PG programs are there, for UG program 23 faculties now is required for UG program for a batch of 120. That means 21:1 the faculty students ratio. And the land requirement now, it has been brought down to 17.5 acre for a college, and in that at least 5 acre must have for UG program, and PG program accordingly 1 hectare. That is the standard prescribed by ICR under Model Act 2023. They need to go through that, whether the university college that possess such things, and faculty, they should see it, infrastructure, laboratories, all they prescribed in the guidelines that must be there. And fee should also be seen, because affordable fee structure wherever it is there, the students can decide. Because now there is a huge variation in the fees. Earlier, the ICR accredited university, they were charging even more than 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs per year. And other universities, money they are charging 1 lakh or per year, or maybe some universities are charging 50,000 per year. So they should see the good quality education infrastructure with affordable fee structure, and then they should prefer accordingly. All these parameters they should see before getting admission into a university.
Sir, as you have mentioned about the infrastructure and fee structure, so can we get to know about these things or these information from ICR accredited universities or ICR accreditation criteria?
ICR accreditation is now optional, and NAC accreditation is mandatory. Whatever standard prescribed by ICR is now applicable to NAC accredited university also. And NAC also, they see that all these standard prescribed by ICR is fulfilled. So even IRA itself, they are now seeking NAC accreditation, and for this is now linked with the funding from government, that DST and others. So ICR accreditation is now optional, and it is not linked to any, that higher education program and admission. But if university, if they have ICR accreditation, that's also fine. They can have NAC, they can have ICR, they can have number of accreditations, there is no issue. But the standard prescribed by ICR is looked after by the state implementing agencies as well as NAC and all these regulatory bodies and in the state, because agriculture is a state subject. And once the regulation is finalized, course structure, regulation finalized by ICR, that is implemented by the state government. Like Rajasthan, they have common admission test JET. So before allowing any college to initiate agriculture program, they approve it based on the this infrastructure standard set by ICR. So that is good thing. Some of the states already taken up this step, and 2 states already constituted state council, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. The other states are in the formulation stage, or AIASA is pressing for that they should be regulatory body at state level, because agriculture itself is a state subject. There cannot be uniform system at the headquarters, except that they will have the standard that will be followed in the state. Yeah.
About opportunities for research for opting in MTech dairy technology. Am I audible? Opportunities for research for opting MTech in dairy technology.
dairy purpose, National Dairy Research Institute is the best, but besides that, this animal science university, veterinary university, now number of universities are there. So students can prepare accordingly, and dairy sector is coming in a big way. And as far as processing, because processing is the main aspect. So like CFTRI they have, so processing degree they can prepare, and if they want dairy, then especially the dairy institutions, they can have like NDRI, Schwartz, and many state agriculture universities. And in private universities, dairy, of course, animal sciences, veterinary sciences are very limited, but in public sector, it is there. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So we have the next question. University level agriculture incubation centers are there and IDP programs are there. So what are the other opportunities for this?
Now, universities, they have good infrastructure, and they need to give that access to that infrastructure to the industries. So that's the lacking things, that there has to be good collaboration with the industry, where the facilities can also be taken into consideration for using by the private sector, and students can work in the private sector also. So this research need to be commercialized. They have to be based on the market-driven approach, have to be there. So what is happening now, many of the agriculture industry, there is a good research, there is a good publications, the number of varieties, even that resistance against disease and others, they are producing by editing genes. But this has to be commercialized so that such technologies reach to the farmers. That is possible only when public sector, private sector work together, and students get opportunity to work in the public sector as well as private sectors, because ultimately they have to work in the system, and they need to find out wherever the more opportunities are there. And even many of the facilities created in our National Agriculture Research Service system are not underutilized, not much utilized. So that have to be there, the good collaboration. That education itself, many of the industries, they consider academic education. It should be practical education, so that students can get more opportunity by working in the academic institution, in the processing sector, in the marketing sector, in the supply chain during their program. The short-term training, some collaboration should be there. So while doing the graduation program, post-graduation program, the students should be given exposure for short-term practical training. Now you must have seen that many of the training conducted by ICR institution, agriculture university, not benefiting much to the student for short-term training. If you go in the public government sector, like Center of Excellence are there in Haryana for horticulture, for vegetable science, for mushroom, and even for mechanical, that Budni Center, that is much more benefiting to the students, where they are learning much more, that is short-term training. So such exposure should be there in the public sector, in the private sector, wherever such opportunities are there, good collaboration need to be made. And a resource person from private sector should be invited in the university. More collaboration should be there for such entrepreneurship courses are there, inbuilt program that is in BSc Agriculture. So industry experts must be invited as a part of giving lectures in the course curricula, like visiting faculty, part-time faculty. They should be having more collaboration, such collaboration with the industry, besides giving access to the laboratories in and out. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. We have another question for Dr. Vinod, sir. Sir, can you please give information regarding GATE Excellent PSU Recruiter? Any PSU recruiter are there to how to get job in food department?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Regarding for this public sector taking some of the institutions are there. Means like for we can take for the Food Corporation of India and other fertilizers limiters. They're doing for the every year they're taking for the recruitment. You want to apply for the separate. Means for the after completion of for the BSc AG, you want to apply for the like for the one is for the Food Corporation of India, and another one is for the central warehousing corporations. That also comes under the for the public sector undertaking taking, and also for the agriculture insurance company of India. That also then Hindustan Fertilizer Corporation Limited, then Project and Development India Limited, then Fertilizer Corporation of India Limited, then for the FCI Arwali Gypsum and Minerals India Limited, and Brahmaputra Valley Fertilizer Corporation Limited. So these are the comes under the for the agriculture sectors. Some of the PSU is there. You want to apply for this separate application for whenever they are calling for the some portions like for the technical officers, for project managers, then management training, specialist officers, field officer, field assistant, like that posts are theirs after completion of the BS Agri. Whenever it's notifications came, we can apply for that post. You want to stick on watching means what are the PSU is there for regarding for our BSc agriculture qualifications. Based on that, we want to watch means at least weekly ones or monthly ones, which are the PSUs for the giving advertisement for the BSc AG, some of the posts. Based on that, we can apply.
So there is another question about job opportunities after MSc in food science and nutrition.
Yeah, is a lot of opportunities are there for the after finishing for the MSc Food and Science. Now means they are recruiting for the food inspectors. Means if we can go for the government sector, food inspectors there, then Medical Recruitment Board, MRB, they are recruiting for the this food inspector post. And then and also for the lot of for the private companies like food industries, like for the Coca-Cola, then Horlicks, biscuits, Britannia. They're recruiting for this food science mandatory means they're getting for the initial salary for the 40 to 50,000 salary they're getting. It's good opportunities are there for the after completion of master degree in food science and technology.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
I guess we have almost covered all the questions, and if any candidate wants to ask any question, you may contact the experts or to AIASA. We have shared the mail IDs and contact numbers, and you will be answered through your mail. Thank you, everyone.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now that we have came to an end, I thank all the experts to enlighten us and help us to get a clear path. I hope everyone will get into the big picture they have dreamed of. Now, I would like to request Mr. Tatvik Tathagat Panda, State President Odisha, to share information regarding 8th NYC and AIASA awards. Please, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Sai Shraddha. This was a very insightful session. I hope all have enjoyed and received the answer of the queries. Moreover, AIASA is conducting National Youth Convention every year. The last NYC was at TNAU. Now, I am pleased to inform you that 8th National Youth Convention of AIASA is planned to be held in Koyueti, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. The agenda of the convention and brochure will be shared to all of you in coming days. And I also want to inform you that AIASA confers different types of awards. Awards will be conferred on AIC at OUAT. The awards notification will be released very soon. So I am cordially inviting all of you to attend 8th NYC to present your research, make connections, and explore the beauty of Odisha. You all are cordially invited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tatvik.
Such a grateful to present the vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Good afternoon to one and all. First, I stand before you today with immense gratitude and giving a hug thanks to the one and all who've been a part of today's workshop. Thank you to joining and sending a insight question. So I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and everyone for your presence and participants. I would like to express my immense thanks to our guest of honors, Dr. M.K. Verma sir, Director of ICR CITH Srinagar, for his valuable time and words. I would like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Vivek Saurabh, National President AIASA, for planning and running this workshop. And I also thanks to the Dr. Sadeva Singh sir for the giving the advising during the planning of the workshop. I would like also to extend my gratitude to organized committee. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all speakers who have been a remarkable journey filled with the knowledge and inspiration and solve all the questions of the participants and give the valuable information and give your times. I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks toward the Mr. Tatvik, State President of Odisha, for the information regarding eight National Youth Convocation and AIASA awards. I hope all you participants and presents in the aid NYC at Odisha. Last, I want to express my gratitude to all the participants for presence, active engagements, insightful questions, and meaningful discussion made with workshop more vibrant and dynamic. Each one of you has added immense value to these events. Thank you, one and all. Best wishes for your future.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So now we can wind up this event. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.